I am currently on my way to get a colonoscopy. Not kidding. Wish I was. I am starving right now. I have not eaten in like 24 hours.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise.
Woo.
For the weekend.
Oh.
Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. It's Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
I'm back to my birth weight, which is amazing. I never thought I'd get back to the weight I was born at.
Terrible joke.
Regardless, very important thing to do.
Hit the mall, go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books, anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go.
Spread it.
Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No.
I am so hungry right now. It is a hunger that I have never experienced before. And trying to figure out what I should have for my first meal after the fact. So let me know. And see you on the other side. All right, bye.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
That's why Omar's the GOAT right there. Puts together the entire journey in song form.
That's awesome.
Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Good morning and welcome to Friday. Here we are at KROQ. Super Bowl weekend is upon us. One of the greatest weekends of the year.
Klein was ready for the rear end.
Oh, you better believe I was.
Yeah, I was.
I was as ready could be. And it did not go according to plan. I will give you the details later today, I'm sure, in the show. But we got lots more to get to than just that. I mean, today is going to be one of them shows you're going to want to say, I was there when it happened. I was there listening to KROQ on that Friday before the Super Bowl when it all happened.
When what happened?
Oh, we'll find out over the next 4 hours.
I see.
It's going to be
Great
a
tease.
good lot of stories.
Again, Omar's the GOAT. Right?
Omar's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. A whole journey. It really was. Anyway, we're back together again. If you need us, numbers that are important for the next 4 hours and beyond, 800-520-1067 to call, to text, to win. Tickets, standby boarding spot, places as well, and much more. That's Allie right there. Hi, Allie.
Hi, morning.
You were at the party last night here?
I was, yes. I was here. It's weird coming back to work later in the day when you're already really tired and it takes you 4 times as long to get to work.
I was texting Allie.
During rush
there
hour.
was an event here last night. This company likes to throw these parties every once in a while.
Oh, it's our holiday party.
It was our holiday party,
Right.
yeah. I had to explain that to the Rekindle phone call that I was having on my way to
the holiday
the
party.
holiday party. They were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to a holiday party. They were like, what?
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
like, hold on a minute, let me explain.
For those of you that are listening that think this must be some sort of a replay from last year, let me just let you know it is live. This is the Friday before the Super Bowl. And just when we thought that the company couldn't find a cheaper way to throw a holiday party, when they moved it from a Saturday night to a Tuesday night, then to a Wednesday lunch.
By the way, the location for all 3 of these was work.
Well, it didn't used to be, though. Started moving to work. Then it became this building. I believe and then they moved it to a Zoom party one year, maybe. And then this year.
Oh, my God, that's right.
They decided, hold on, we don't need to do this before the holidays when
Yeah.
people are actually feeling festive. Let's do it in February.
But they made it fancy. They did drinks and appetizers in the lobby, and then they moved everybody down to the sound space for dinner buffet,
Oh.
and then they did a little ribbon cutting for the lobby.
A Risbon?
A ribbon cutting.
Wow.
And then they did a raffle, and then the raffle winner brought up Offspring, and Offspring played.
That's pretty cool.
Wait,
pretty
was that
cool.
the prize?
That Offspring was playing? Oh, to be
No,
able to
was the
announce
surprise-
it?
right.
No, there were 4 raffle winners. One of them, I forget what she got, but she was the one who announced Offspring. That was like part of the winning. And the second raffle winner,
Oh, no.
You won again? Didn't you win before?
baby.
Allie won a raffle. Ugh.
Guess
Allie-
who's watching that new donkey guy
What?
this weekend?
Wait, you're going to
The
go to
Lakers.
Tijuana?
No. I'm
Are you
going
trying
to
to
see
say?
that.
Hold on.
Luca.
The new donkey guy? Is that what you just...
Yes, Luca. Thank you, Jake.
Hold on. No,
Does he look like a donkey?
No.
No, Lukey Donka Donk.
No, Doncic is his last name. Hold on. Al, I forbid you from using those tickets.
That's great.
I want tickets to see him.
Quiet down, Luca.
Dominic the Donk. No.
Allie, how dare you? You can't use those tickets. You want tickets to go to the Lakers, and you don't.
In the suite this
you
Saturday.
You just called one of the greatest. You just called Luca the donkey guy.
I don't remember his name. I don't follow basketball.
You got to give those tickets away to a listener today. You can't keep those.
Me.
No, a listener's going to get them. They would appreciate them more than you.
I was going to go with my kid.
Oh, what a waste!
Snack attack,
that's
baby.
a sick burn on Klein because Klein loves the Lakers.
Yeah, what a burn! You got tickets to go see Luka. First game is one of the first games a Laker from the suite.
Well, they were saying what the prize was too, and I was like, oh, too bad I don't really care that much about the Lakers. And then I won, and I was like, yeah,
donkey guy.
It's me!
That's pretty exciting.
Do you want to go?
No.
Come on, go with me. Anyone else?
Maybe.
Are you involved in it? Are you going to give the tickets, or are you involved in the equation?
I want to go with you. Come on,
Go
come
ahead,
with
go,
me,
Klein. It'll be
Klein.
fun.
What one is it?
It's Saturday at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Come on, that's your sweet spot, Saturday,
It
1
is
o'clock.
kinda my sweet spot.
That's true.
All right, I'm going to give you.
Speaking of the spot, I get the parking spot that they're giving us.
I'm going to give you a maybe until I can think of an excuse to not go.
All right, anyone else want to go?
Me.
Anybody at all?
Hey.
That homeless guy across the street wants to go.
Oh, cool. I'll bring him along.
All right.
That's
I love
nice.
donkey guy.
Donkey guy. The biggest transactions in the history of the NBA. The donkey guy. We really lost a lot for a donkey guy, I would say. This is KROQ. The Los Angeles Lakers have a brand new player, massive trade. Who is your newest Los Angeles Laker? How did you not know? She's making a face like she doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Is it a Warrior?
I'm not going to say anything. But
Draymond Green.
oh my God, that's not.
I don't know anything about basketball.
Luke, you. By the way, contestant Amber got it right. Luka Doncic.
Luka what? Are you having a seizure?
No, I was trying to say it the way she said it.
Pull that.
The phones now at KROQ 800-520-1067 on a Friday morning. It's a Pick Your Poison edition of Allie Knows the News. Will she know what's going on in the world? Doesn't really matter because you can battle anyone on the show today. You can take on Postmaster Johnny, UCLA guest speaker Postmaster Johnny, borderline professor, Even though
And lesbian.
Definite lesbian, borderline professor. I've never seen a gayer outfit in the history of outfits. Even Allie was so jealous of how I when I looked at those pictures on those socials, I said, I thought we were putting up pictures of Johnny's teaching UCLA. Who is this? Katie Lang? I mean, it's unbelievable what I saw there. But
there's so many people that probably don't know who that is.
Great
I don't know
reference.
either, but I know she probably looked really good, though.
A lot of people with a lot of thoughts about Johnny's guest lecture.
Hi, I was listening to today's show, and as someone that got really good grades and a high SAT score and still got rejected by UCLA, I was just mind-boggling. It was just mind-boggling to listen to Johnny speak at UCLA today. I mean, it was the advice that he's giving the students there. Oh my God! Like, be the dumbest person in the room, and I get the failure part. He's trying to say that failure teaches you a lesson, but still, man, the guy is an idiot.
All right, well, thank you. That's just one person's opinion. There's a lot more. If you missed it, we'll get to it later this hour so you can hear the speech given to the future generation.
I heard there was a phone call after we went through some of that, asking, like, hey, what the hell's going on?
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, why did this happen?
Oh, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Heads roll?
What do you mean?
Like
At UCLA or where?
Well, Johnny, there was some kind of a phone call, right?
It hasn't, by the way, it hasn't stopped the other colleges from contacting Johnny. That's the craziest part about it.
Because I think the way that we made it, I mean, when we listened to it, it just seemed like a complete embarrassment.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
so there was a phone call going like, is that how it really went down? If so, why did this happen?
Right. Well, it didn't stop this
I think
guy.
it's okay now, but
listen,
there was some stuff going on.
Johnny, you got another invitation. Listen to this.
Yes, hello, how's it going? This is the president of Harvard.
The president of Harvard called.
I couldn't understand a word that guy was saying. You need a clearer call.
Well, he's the president of Harvard, so he's probably talking on an old school Palm Pilot or something. You're right.
I was looking for one Johnny Postmaster. I heard his speech for Euclid.
Okay, he does not even saying it right. Anyway, we got to take a break. We'll be back in a second. When we return, $100 up for grabs. Battle anyone on the show, even that guy right there. We'll pay the people, and we'll do a lot more after this quick break on KROQ.
Celebrate Valentine's Day at Whole Foods Market. Prime members get a 24-stem bunch of roses for $24.99 each from February 10th through 14th. What a better way to say I love you.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready because I already think I know what this is, but there's an intervention that is apparently being called, and I am, I guess, the victim. Is that the right word? No?
No, you're the
We're the
recipient.
victims.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you're
are.
the victim. Excuse me. It's
You've got this wrong already.
I'm doing something that is affecting you all, and you would like to intervene
Numerous
on.
things.
Yeah, but Klein, we have to start out by saying we love you. And we're telling you this because we love you and we want the best for you. And I know you're turning into the person that you don't want to be. I know that you would see yourself walking down the street and you would say, that poor sucker, I can't believe he's living his life that way.
Well, I don't accept your love.
Why?
Well,
Come on,
it's a-
this is just resistance.
This is a silly way to start. And usually I thought the way it's supposed to work is I'm supposed to walk into a room thinking that we're having a pizza party, and then you guys are all sitting in a circle going
Yeah,
like,
let's get some pizza.
yeah, I mean, you could have at least gotten me some effing pizza here.
Okay.
That was always the most jealous of that part of the intervention, was the part where the people got like a cool surprise party for like a second, and then they realized, oh, wait.
And they're
this
like,
is-
have a seat. We're actually in a conference room.
yeah, like I at least wanted that part of it.
Oh, everyone's here. Hey, guys. What's
Hey,
going
what?
on?
This is my half
This is like
birthday?
the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There's something new that you're doing. There have been things that you've been doing for a while. Yes, you are on your phone a lot, and we'll get to that. But there is something specifically I want to bring up, and then I'll let everyone else share different ways that you're affecting them negatively.
Not Vanessa. She's not sharing, is she?
Yes, she is.
sharing.
Vanessa. Thought we're cool.
Now, after the show is over, 95% of the time, as soon as we get off the air, we say our goodbyes, have a moment to ourselves, start to talk about the show for tomorrow and what we want to do. You take out your AirPods and you put them in your ears and you just leave them there. Might not be on a phone call, might not be watching or listening to anything, but you've got them in there. I called you out on this at one point and you said it's so I don't lose them.
Yep.
You're the guy
Stand by
that's
that.
walking around with AirPods in at all times, even though you're not on a phone call. And you will do this during meetings. You will have your AirPods in during meetings while we are trying to put together the show. I have no idea what you're looking at, if anything. I don't know if you're paying attention or not. Don't be the AirPods guy. Please, you're bigger than this. You're better than this. You don't need to be the AirPods guy. Just put them away.
All right. Well, let me just start by saying I can already stop this problem. I lost them.
Oh, great. All right, next.
Really? You did? You lost them?
Because
So your big plan did not work whatsoever?
Yeah, because I didn't put them in my ears one time, and now I've lost them. So I have the case, but I don't have the AirPods.
But there are many different things that you are doing to avoid direct communication and contact. Jake, do you want to go next?
No, hold on. I thought we just solved the problem. Problem solved.
No, there's
numerous problems.
There's numerous
That's not
problems
how
that are
intervention-
funneling through the same thing.
BS. That's not how interventions work. You pick one thing. You're on meth. Let's deal with the meth.
The problem is that you're not present and you're not listening. There are a lot of different ways that you're doing this, and there are a lot of different people who are affected by this individually.
I listen better than anyone. I'm the best listener. I do.
Jake?
Yes, dear Klein.
Oh, I hate this. I'm not listening.
Your behavior has affected me negatively in the following ways. When I load audio onto Vox and tell you what it is, and you don't acknowledge that I said anything, and I have to say, "Do you hear that?" And you still don't say anything. And I say, "Klein," you go, "Yo, yeah. And then when I talk to you over the comm to tell you something or ask you if you're good on audio, and you don't answer me. But actually, it's worse. You do answer me, but you don't take the effort to press the button. And I see you on video not pressing the button, but saying stuff as if you pressed the button. I can't hear you if you don't press the goddamn button.
Wow.
This is not a good intervention.
You still owe me $300.
First of all,
that's irrelevant.
I've seen intervention. They've never yelled at the person like that and made them feel bad about it.
No, they're supposed to cry instead.
We do a lot of checks and secondary checks. It's too many checks. I say, can you put the audio in? If the audio's in, to me, that mission accomplished. I don't need hey, did you get the audio? You need a good job? You need a pat on the ass?
He needs confirmation that you received it.
Allie, how annoying is pushing this button?
It's not annoying.
Oh,
you reach for it, and you're like an inch away.
And then you can't do the extra inch.
Right.
I end up pushing it a lot for you because you can't make the effort.
Fine. Let me bring up something that just happened like 10 minutes ago, and I did not get confirmation on this, and this is part of the problem. Is I put in this brand new, shiny goat line bed that we're supposed to use when we go through the goat line bed, right?
Yes.
And I chime in, and you're distracted because you edit everything last minute. I'm like, hey, dude, just so you know, the goat line bed is in there, and I don't hear anything. So I'm guessing that you heard me and you see it in the system because I loaded it in the system.
That was a
fail.
fail.
You play the goat line bed?
No, I did not.
No. Why?
I had my AirPods in. I was tuning you out.
Which 909 said, what do you care, Allie? It's none of your business what he's doing with his AirPods. And generally, it's not.
No, I don't
it's
want to
when
be that
we
guy.
are
You're
at
right.
work
I don't want
in
to
a
be that
meeting.
guy. Sometimes you see some people that you see go, I don't like that. I don't know that person, but I don't like them based on that. And I don't want to. Once people get to know me, they don't like me. But I want them to get to know me first. I don't want them to not like me just on how I appear.
Exactly.
And when I put the AirPods in, it was my plan to not lose the AirPods.
But in a meeting situation where you're talking to people, it cancels out like 75% of the audio, the sound.
No, it doesn't because they're not on.
Yes, it does.
They're just resting.
not on.
How big are your ears?
Dude, look at them. They're huge. Look how big my ears are. They're massive.
No wonder you lost them.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think could be in there right now.
All right, Johnny.
There are 4 pairs in there.
Johnny, do you want to go?
I don't like this intervention, and I think we've covered it.
I'm ready.
We've covered enough. One thought per break, guys. Too many thoughts.
Okay, mine is really quick. Mine is just, and I know this kind of lends itself to your disability, but I have.
What? Lends itself to my disability. You're the guy that thought the Iditarod was hauled around by a bunch of Jamaican guys.
All right, stop deflecting.
It lends itself to your ADT, but I have one for when you walk.
ADT?
You got the disability.
Your security
ADHD.
system?
ADHD.
All right, let's move on to Vanessa.
ADHD.
All right, let's hear Johnny out. I like what he's saying. Go ahead.
whenever we're talking to you or I'm talking to you, you do this thing where you kind of listen, but then like after like 4 or 5 seconds, you start like drifting and walking away from when we're talking to you. And you're like halfway out the door with your bag, and you're like, all right, yeah, I'll tell and then you get caught up in a conversation.
Guys, I understand the point.
Yes, but then what Omar's saying is that you aren't really listening. You're just trying to make us think that you're listening to us.
I am listening. Sometimes it doesn't need to be said in such a long... Johnny will say, like, hey, I'm going to post something today at 2 o'clock. I go, all right, cool. To me, that's everything I need. He goes, thinking about 2's better than 2:30, because if I go 2:30, it's going to be too close to it. I walk out. I don't need all that. It's too much information.
All right.
You may think the biggest battle happening this weekend is happening between the Chiefs and the Eagles, but you'd be wrong, because this battle is about to take place over the airwaves of KROQ right now, involving Allie and someone on the phone. But it's Friday, so you can actually battle any single person in here, including Jake the Nerd, DJ Omar Khan, Postmaster Johnny, the previous speaker of UCLA, and Vanessa, who one time worked for NASA. We are a very smart bunch, if you're just learning about the show the very first time. You can even battle me, because I didn't write the questions.
We smart, but we're also the dumbest in the room.
That's right, and that's what we learned is the most important. You got to be the dumbest in the room. It's time for some Allie Knows the News.
She loves jambalaya and mayonnaise salad, too. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Right. You're so bland, that's why your wife cheats on you.
It's a beautiful song.
Thank
what a
you
nice
so
theme
much.
song. Even Pantyhose Greg wanted to give you a theme song, Allie, for your show.
Bum, 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 bum. If you know the news, it's time to win $100 bill.
He went a very different way with it. He didn't stick.
I like it even better.
He didn't stick with the theme.
Was he call her a dum-dum?
I think he's calling her a dum-dum. Yeah, he's saying.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
All right.
host Greg.
Let's say hi to, in Long Beach, California, this is Alfredo. Good morning, Alfredo.
Good morning, dum-dums.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What can we do for you? You can battle any of these dum-dums. It's a collection of idiots on the show. It's up to you who you'd like to take on for $100.
Well, long-time first caller, Omar.
Omar.
Okay, great.
All
right.
Dong. Going to take on the DJ.
Alfredo
Omar.
seems smart, by the way.
Yeah. Omar, I will let you know. Alfredo does seem smart.
He's got smart voice.
He's got smart guy voice. Yeah. You didn't sound like you've been hit in the head by a 2x4. All right. So
Omar, get out of here.
Omar's going to sequester himself. He will not hear these questions. Allie has the questions ready to go. Answer them quickly, confidently, and accurately. It's Alfredo versus Omar, the real battle of the weekend, and your round of Allie Knows the News starts now.
Allie Knows the News.
All right, Alfredo, the interpreter for this famous Dodger has just been sentenced to 5 years in prison. Stole millions.
Shohei
Shohei Ohtani. There you go. Question number 2. Another plane mishap has occurred. Crews are currently searching for a plane carrying 10 passengers. Where are they searching for this plane? Where did it go missing?
Oh, my gosh, another one. Bottom of the ocean.
All right. Question number 3. These stores known for board shorts and puka shell necklaces are going away forever. There are technically 3 different stores, all under the same company, so I'll give you a point if you can name one of them.
Oh, Quicksilver, Volcrum, also skater stores.
Question number 4. This NFL quarterback will not be in the Super Bowl, but he did just receive the 2024 MVP award.
Buffalo Bills guy.
Need a name?
Wonder if he's
Joey McIntyre?
Wonder if he's friends with Donkey Guy.
Did you say Joey McIntyre?
He just named one of the new kids on the block.
At question 5, this breakfast diner has thrown shade at Waffle House, saying they will never charge extra for eggs.
Denny's?
All right.
Okay.
Nice job. At least you had answers quickly, Alfredo. I don't know if they're all right. We'll find out together, but at least you sounded confident, and that's very important. Johnny will tell you. All right. Let's bring in
Omar.
Bring in Omar. Omar, go ahead. You have a chance to either protect Allie's $100, or if you'd like to, throw the whole game.
You don't have to do that. You can just be an honorable person and play the game properly. And
honorable.
Okay. Alfredo did pretty well. All right. Question number 1, Omar. The interpreter for this famous Dodger has just been sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Oh, that'd be Shohei Ohtani.
Show me Shohei.
Correct. They both got
correct,
it right.
And Alfredo got that correct as well.
1-1 after 1, all tied up.
Question number 2. Another plane mishap has occurred, and crews are currently searching for a plane carrying 10 passengers. Where did the plane go missing?
Are we looking for a city or state?
State.
Or state.
That's unfair. You've given this guy too much. You've given Omar too much to go with. You asked where they're currently searching for the plane.
Alfredo didn't ask a clarifying question, and Omar did.
God, unfair. I agree, Alfredo. I'm on your side.
I'm going to say somewhere in Florida.
All right, well, that's wrong. And Alfredo got it wrong, too. He said the bottom of the ocean. They're currently looking in Alaska, which is where it went missing.
Eventually, it'll get to the bottom of the ocean.
That's
good point, Alfredo.
Great point, Alfredo.
Good point.
Give him the point, by the way. He's right.
Well, no one gets the point on that.
We don't know if it's at the bottom of the ocean. All right, question number 3. These stores known for board shorts and puka shell necklaces are going away forever. There's actually 3 different stores, Omar. Name one of them.
I think it was Billabong and Quicksilver.
Yep, that's correct. And Alfredo got that correct as well.
Said Volcom, too. All 3 of them. Crazy moment. Never thought I'd live in a world where there would be no Billabong store for me to go into.
I always just thought I would walk by them forever.
That's what I thought as well.
Every time I walk by, I'm like, oh, Billabong. Anyway.
If I was younger and cooler, I'd be in that store.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we're still tied, are we not?
2-2 after 3 questions.
Question number 4. This NFL quarterback will not be in the Super Bowl, but he did just receive the 2024 MVP award.
MVP?
No way,
so
Omar
this
gets
is a
this.
current player, huh? Is Steve Young a quarterback or something young?
Oh, my God,
you
guys.
nailed it. Steve Young, you
All
got
right.
it.
No, that's incorrect.
He's out of the league for 2 decades, Omar.
Oh, okay.
But at least he named a football player,
He did
which
name
is
a
more than
football player.
Alfredo did.
Well, I know, Sideshow Bob, that Pete Homie guy. I know him. That's about it.
That would be Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills. That's who won the MVP award.
No one.
Which Alfredo did get the team, but he did not get the player.
He said Buffalo Bills guy Joey McIntyre, so he was already closer to Omar.
And
no points given.
Question number 5. This breakfast diner threw shade at Waffle House, saying they will never charge extra for eggs.
I'm going to go with Denny's.
He went with Denny's as well.
Denny's incorrect as well. We are still tied. That's crazy. That would be Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel has said they will not charge extra.
Cracker Barrel Waffle House feud, and I'm here for it. Well, at the end of all of this, a total tie, unfortunately. Ties go to the house. Ties are boring. Except during the Super Bowl, if there's a tie, then everyone gets free food at Buffalo
is there
Wild
a bonus
Wings.
question?
Allie, do you have a bonus question on the ready?
Yeah, sure. I can get you a bonus question.
All right, bonus question. First
All right,
one,
how does it work?
First one to lock in with their name will have a chance to answer for the win. $100 up for grabs. It's Omar. It's listener Alfredo. It's a tiebreaker. It all comes down to this.
This famous action movie star and famous Scientologist has just announced he will be joining a pregame party for the Super Bowl. Go ahead, Alfredo.
Tom Cruise.
There you go. You win.
For the win.
Wow.
Allie, aren't you mad you did that?
Yeah, I am. I should have said, no, I don't have a tiebreaker question. Why did I just do that?
You're an idiot.
Congratulations, Alfredo.
Alfredo, $100.
Thanks, Omar.
Congratulations.
You're welcome, man.
What must you proudly admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead, Alfredo.
Longtime listener of KROQ, Alfredo from Long Beach, and I know the news.
Yes, you do.
You sure do. Congratulations. Man, Allie, you were out of this thing. No money, no harm, no foul.
Great.
You really blew it.
Moving on.
Real stupid tiebreaker question. Action star and Scientologist. Why don't you just tell them, whoever yells Tom Cruise first wins?
Shut up!
Lola Young, this is Messy on KROQ. And if you think about UCLA, it's a fine institution, unless, of course, you're a fan of USC, in which case you hate UCLA. Regardless, very difficult to get into. Most people, I think, get rejected. I think you have to have pretty good grades, pretty good test scores, and that's just to be a student there. So imagine the teachers there would be held to an even higher standard.
Absolutely.
We were all equally shocked and surprised when Postmaster Johnny told us that he was
he casually was like, I have to go speak at UCLA later. And we were like, what?
I was convinced he was trying to spell something that was not UCLA, the college. Like, I thought he was going somewhere else completely, and he was trying to spell it. And then I thought maybe he's talking about something near UCLA, because I know he likes to go to the bars by there, because he says they got the good, the better baddies are by the UCLA bars.
I thought he was going to meet a girl at UCLA and talk to her, and that's what he meant by speak at UCLA.
Right, but Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, you were brought in front of an entire class of people?
Sir, yes, sir.
And you claim, we asked you a little bit about this on the bonus podcast yesterday, that you were speaking to a room full of marine biologists?
One of them was a marine biologist. The other ones were all comms majors.
Comms majors?
Communications. I know It's been a minute since you guys have been in college, but comms is communications.
Right. And you went there for what reason?
I thought I was just going to be arm candy, kind of, but then I ended up talking for a whole hour
arm
in front of the
candy?
whole class.
You think the teachers and guest speakers bring arm candy?
They would have brought me just to be like, hey, this is another kid that's like somewhat of a college age. Like, he's probably going to come along for that.
Right. All right. Why don't you, I'm going to play some of the audio. Johnny, I may need Johnny to come in the studio to defend himself for this, because this audio is crazy. And at some point, apparently, he badmouthed it. Johnny, you understand? I haven't heard this audio yet completely. I know Omar heard some of it and Allie did, but you kind of badmouth us to the room full of students. You
go
know
ahead,
that.
play it. Let's hear it.
Well, you said it.
I know, but I don't remember what I said. But go ahead.
Did you prepare your speech at all?
No, not at all. I thought about it while we ate dinner beforehand, but that was it.
This is Johnny speaking to a class full of 100 students at UCLA.
So, just as Jennifer said, attention span is really, really, really short, especially nowadays. We grew up on, a lot of us grew up in the genesis of social media. And I had to kind of teach my coworkers the importance of that.
You had to teach us the importance of social media?
Yeah, I had to tell you guys. Remember, like, everybody's attention span is super, super short.
Yeah, you have to teach us about the genesis
of
social media.
No, I grew up in the genesis of social media. You guys kind of were there.
I grew up in the genesis of Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
That's the genesis.
Genesis does.
Immediately, the first video, first 3 seconds, I say, don't say my name, don't say what show I'm on, it has nothing to do with radio. Holding up a box of cereal and the thing about sneaking cereal into the theaters.
Oh, my God.
I felt like a superhero when I said that, too.
Johnny, you're talking about your dumb bit you do?
Sneaking cereal into the theaters. I rest my case.
So, wait, you're talking to a room full of kids that obviously know, they don't need you to explain, because they're looking at you like you're some old out-of-touch loser, too.
Well, no, they're actually kids older than me in that class, but that was like...
You're also saying, you're all just spitting out things that are common knowledge nowadays.
Right. Show no attention span anymore. We get it. No one has an attention span.
That goes without saying. But also, too...
But you did say.
Did you pick that up at UCLA yesterday?
That was like one of the big talking points that Jennifer wanted to bring up when she brought me. She wanted to bring up me riding the first time on the airplane, me sneaking chicken in my pants, and then just my experience.
Listen to Johnny. He speaks about his idea of sneaking chicken in his pants.
Play it.
He speaks about
he's about to win a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, like
I did.
Right. Imagine a teacher that actually helped come up with some medical device that cured something.
Yeah.
Johnny is speaking about his bringing food in his pants in the movie theater. Listen to this. I mean,
sneaking cereal into the theaters. What if we did chicken? Me and Klein are big Costco guys. Okay. I was like, we'll get a rotisserie chicken. Go, first video, literally. Sneaking rotisserie chicken into the theaters.
Already messed up the name there. You called it you had it rotisserie, and then you changed it back to rotisserie, you idiot.
That's how I said it in the video.
I know. So he goes.
That's how I said it in the video.
Then we're spitballing. We go, cereal. What can we do next? Rotisserie chicken. We like Costco.
Literally the next day, 130 views. I wake up to 130,000 views. Boom. Okay, it looks like he does it a lot. Oh, they're actually a radio show.
So now he's talking about bringing it back to the show.
Right, so you're saying that you had a genius hit you, bring chicken in your pants into a movie theater. You explained to the kids.
And now it's helping us.
And is anyone watching you as you're doing these?
Dude, they are feverishly taking down notes.
They're taking notes?
Right. Yes.
They are?
Yes, notepads.
Holy crap.
How to transfer from UCLA.
Yes.
They're all filling out applications for other colleges. USC, transfer portal.
Any other school.
Marco on KROQ, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, no, that was completely genius of UCLA bringing in Postmaster Johnny. You know how, like, when you have little kids, my theory is when you have little kids, so they're misbehaving, so you take them to, like, the county jail and tell them, hey, if you keep misbehaving,
they're going to scared straight them.
Yeah, scared straight. Yeah.
They basically brought Johnny in.
Genius of UCLA.
Yeah, they're very smart, right? They said, bring in
You
this.
drop out, this could be you.
As soon as Johnny left, they're like, so that's what happens when you don't go to UCLA. That's a smart school
That's
right there.
great.
All right, here's the speech continues.
What's radio? Who's Klein and Alley? It was the stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Beautifully said. It was the stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Oh, that's because I talked
The
about
stepping stones that took its way to get there.
Yep, that's a Johnnyism right there.
We had to start out sneaking pie. Then we had to do churro videos.
We had
No, we
to.
didn't have to.
Yeah, we did.
We had to.
You guys wanted it.
I love that this was all a strategic plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hold on. The plan was.
I like how Johnny's kind of like putting us in a position where we're forcing him to do all this stuff.
Right. These are all the things you wanted to do. In fact, we told you not to do all these things.
That's why I mentioned that in the
Yes.
speech too.
We had to start out sneaking pie.
We had to.
Yep, we had to.
We had to start small with pie.
We had short pie. We had
Then we had to do churro videos.
to do them.
Which we asked you to do consistently, and you did like 2 and then stopped.
Yeah.
Did you tell them that in class?
No, because I told him I was setting it up to talk about fellatio salad and how
right.
that was the
That's the
end
big
game.
cliche. Yeah, that's-
Yeah, and these were all steps to get to
We
that.
started with pie. We ended at fellatio salad.
Yep.
Meeting adjourned.
Wow,
You're-
what
you're
are we
all-
doing here,
you're all-
guys? Seriously.
Yeah, he's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
My job is just to get the eyes, give her an alley-oop so that her and her sales associates could close down and just slam dunk that.
What?
Good analogy. That is so good.
He's the guy providing the alley-oops.
Yes.
Your
I'm
job
like,
is to
dude,
give
I'm
an
like,
alley-oop so that
yes.
sales can then slam dunk that.
Dude, I'm Austin Reeves throwing up an alley-oop to Anthony Davis or LeBron James, and the sales team just slam dunks it. And
So that is kind of
The dumbest thing we've ever heard.
Why we're all doomed.
That is a scary look at the future. Anyway, stay in school, kids. This has been
an example of how we use talent in radio. Everything Johnny just spoke about.
Oh, boy. We are doomed.
I know what they want to see. They want to see us do that like Kendrick Lamar thing was like bing, boom, bam, boom, bam, bing, bang.
That's what they want to see, kids.
That's what people want.
If any educators are listening and would like Johnny to speak at your institution, be it an elementary school, an obedience school, another college, please call. Johnny is available to speak to any classes effective immediately. He's got a whole... who knew he had such a patter down?
All
Allie?
the kids are writing down bing, bong, boom.
Can you say that bing, bong, boom thing again? I'm sorry. I
Write
left
that
off.
on the whiteboard, please.
I got bong.
Bing, boom, bam, boom, bam, bing, bang.
How do we spell that, Johnny?
Bing that they really understand. It's our bread and butter. It's all we got.
All we got. That's all we got, guys. That's it. It's a bread and butter. That's all we got.
I forgot what we were talking about right there, but yeah.
We're experiencing the same things that everybody else is. Whether it's wildfires, elections, homeless, Allie's son gets sick a lot or gets hurt a lot. So
Are you
does the
just
mom
riffing
in
right
Santa
now?
Clarita.
Dude, the whole thing is a riff. You're not supposed to stand up there with a piece of paper. I'm going to look so
You
unprofessional if I
know,
did that.
homeless. Allie's kid gets sick a lot.
But
by
yeah, it
the way.
doesn't seem like you're staying on the topic.
Yeah, what is the point
Like,
you're
what
making
direction
here?
are you going?
Didn't the first thing you
Are
said?
you throwing darts at something?
No, that was talking about like relating and connecting with the community, and I was like, we're like the average Joe. Allie's a mom that has a kid that gets sick and hurt too.
Oh,
and
that's
like,
what you're, okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Didn't you start this whole thing by saying people have a short attention span?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
I think we got a bing, bong, boom away from this.
I had thrown a little spice. I sympathize with Allie's long questions because when I get in front of when I'm standing up there, I'm like, I just want to keep talking.
And then
I
you're
wanna
like,
keep
what am I
going.
saying? I don't even know.
There was one time I did that.
Anyway, a lot of the text line is overflowed with comments about this. Johnny, of course, speaking at UCLA. This is just some of it.
Allie's son gets sick a lot or gets hurt a lot. So does the mom in Santa Clarita. A great question. Thank you.
You chopped that up. You chopped that
Who
up.
asked that question? What was the question?
This other girl named Allie that was wearing a hoodie that said orgy. She had asked the question.
What was the question?
I honestly don't remember, but
Great.
But great question.
All right, here we go.
Johnny, I would love to know, do you feel safe at these events with, the general public?
Do you feel safe? That's an interesting question.
So
for
this
you.
woman, was because she wanted to do public events with her
Brazzers.
With Brazzers, and she was like, "Hey, do you guys feel safe at your events, and what do you do to feel safe at events?"
Hold on, they had someone from Brazzers speaking?
Yeah.
Man, I should have gone to that.
Totally. Another great insight, and this does happen.
Another great insight.
Jesus Christ, John.
So as a guy, I don't really feel threatened when I meet listeners. Some people are sketchier than others. I'm not going to lie. Some of them have way more crazier piercings. Some of them have crazy colored hair. And some of them just look like they're living in a trailer off of Hacienda.
Don't you live? Hold on, Johnny. Don't you live in a trailer?
Yeah,
Isn't your hair colored?
Yeah. But my hair is a natural color, not like purple.
Described yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I had rights.
This is why I don't like the difference between Johnny in his 20s and someone in their 70s is like the weird kids with the purple hair.
Exactly.
Yeah. Karina, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, what can we do for you?
So I'm a special education teacher, and I think Johnny would be great in my classroom.
I agree. Hold on one second.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Yeah, John.
That's not teaching, that's just being.
Yeah, John.
Hey, you got a rhythm with the tism, man.
Hold on, are you inviting Johnny to speak or to join the class?
Maybe both.
Okay. All right, hold on. Get her information. I love it. All right, once again,
Keep going. Let's get it going.
So, as professionals, we try to really identify, okay, let's not judge a book by its cover.
Oh, my God. Johnny is...
Did you call yourself a professional?
Yeah, I was laughing and I was sneering to Jennifer. I was like, oh, my God, I said professional.
As a professional.
That's so funny.
As a professional, insert cliche here.
Yeah. Professionals, we try to really identify, okay, let's not judge a book by its cover, but at the same time, our guards are up. So there's been a time or two where we're in a big parking structure right off Hollywood, and I was like, Allie, let me walk you to your car real quick. Like, let me go with you, right? Like, I think of Allie and Vanessa as kind of like older sister and another older sister.
Thanks so much, Johnny. Love that.
You could have just said older sisters.
An older sister and another older sister.
I almost thought mom. I was like, am I going to say mom? But
I was like, is he going to say mom? But then you just graced me with another even older sister.
What a terrible question. Older and an older, grosser sister.
You need to be the dumbest person in every room you walk in.
Are you looking in the mirror when you say this?
Yes, dude.
This is his parting advice for the class. This is his big speech
All right,
at the end.
This is the big speech at the end. Maybe some Braveheart music, Omar, anything inspirational as we listen to Johnny's words of wisdom for the future. He's speaking to a class at UCLA. This is not a joke. I'm not sure how this got accepted. I think that whole school... That is the appropriate music. All right, here we go.
You need to be the dumbest person in every room you walk in, especially in this industry. That's what I've learned. You need to be the person that knows the least. I don't know anything. I don't. You need to be very dumb. That's the beauty in learning and the beauty of just being young, too. Not knowing. Nobody knows. What I've learned so far, nobody has any idea what they're doing.
You mean you're taking it all in?
Take everything.
She's like, how do I translate what he's saying?
Play it back.
Because he's saying, be dumb. Don't
You need
learn.
to be a sponge. And another thing you really need to do is fail.
Yep.
Fail. Write down, you must fail. Because you must fail. You can only fail about so many times.
You've already hit your limit, pal.
Before you hit a success. I did. That chicken video just didn't happen overnight.
Yes, it did.
That's true, bro. I ate with that, bro. That was so hard, bro.
You too can put chicken down your pits, but you have to fail.
Yes.
I did. That chicken video just didn't happen overnight. It's just what comes to you when you're the dumbest in the room and you soak up what everybody wants to teach you.
Yep.
These guys that failed a lot, they worked in way more than I can count different markets all across America before they landed here. Don't ever be the smartest, because if you're ever the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to be the dumbest.
I was going to say, for Felicio Salad, we can definitely collab with some porn stars.
Yes. I mean, that was
there we go. That's Johnny.
Dude,
what a fascinating look into the teachings. Everyone just got a free college course at UCLA.
Yes. You know what's crazy? Somebody paid $6,000 worth of quarterly tuition to hear me talk in their class.
To hear you say, don't learn anything, just fail.
Yes, that's so dumb.
Beautifully said.
I want my money back.
Oh, man. More food has just arrived here. You guys are the worst.
Oh, yay!
gave at UCLA literally 3 times already. And every time I think the same thing, comedy gold.
Friday morning before Super Bowl weekend is officially here, and already the show is off to a very fast start. Rich, you're on KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, yeah, I had a quick question for Johnny. The person from UCLA that allowed you to speak, have they been fired yet?
Great question. Johnny is shaking his head no. He doesn't know what that means, though. Hold on. Go ahead quickly. You're on KROQ.
Hi. So
Hi.
I'm actually, I just listened to Johnny going to UCLA.
Sorry.
I'm actually a professor at a few different colleges. I'm over at Pierce. I'm over in Glendale. And I teach counseling classes. And we're always talking about careers and, you know, getting our students connected to different things. And would love to have Johnny as a guest.
You got to be kidding me.
That would be awesome because to open, like, students' eyes to different things.
To what different things? What do we need to open their eyes to?
Open your eyes, kids, and look at this idiot. All right, hold on. Johnny, you got more people that would like you to
know
speak
what?
at their school.
Actually, this is good for LGBT rights.
You
should go.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, this is good. And this could bring us more new, younger listeners,
Great.
too.
I don't care, Johnny. Just go out
and
there.
now our guest lesbian is Johnny.
I love lesbians. They're amazing.
Okay.
Watch Omar not pull that sound clip, too.
A lot of people. Listen.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Abraham, long-time listener. I just wanted to fill in, kind of touch base on Johnny, man. what's up with him at UCLA. He looks like a straight lesbian, man.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you.
I am. Have a good one, guys.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Johnny, pictures are up on our socials, Klein Alley Show. You can see Johnny, what he wore. He thought he looked like a smart professor, but he did come across like a raging lesbo.
And I was jealous of that sweater, that little cardigan with the glasses.
Allie was turned on. All right, let's get to your news right now, and then we'll kick off a brand new hour of the show, get you some LA Kings tickets. Here we go. What's happening? Grab your Adderall and or Ritalin. The choice is yours.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
AI is powerful. It is the future. But watch out because AI can F you. It's happened to me and it happened to Google, which is embarrassing because it happened to them during their Super Bowl commercial that is promoting Gemini. So this is out already, obviously, but it's going to debut at the Super Bowl. During the Super Bowl, they're already making changes to the commercial.
Before you announce why, you just said AI F'd you. You've just made that claim?
Yeah.
Would you like to go into details about it? Because I wasn't going to bring it up, but it is so funny and you're so mad about it that I feel like it has to be mentioned.
I am mad about it.
When we had Marcus Mumford in here earlier in the week.
Okay, can I please just say it?
Let me hold on. Allie's about to lose it. But if you liked it when she called us,
I know what you're going to say.
When she called us all a bunch of stupid assholes, she's going to get that level of angry right now. I'm just warning you.
So, Marcus Mumford and Mumford & Sons, they have a couple of Grammys. I was like, I think his wife has an Academy Award.
Oh, we know you thought that.
Carey Mulligan.
Because after he told you
and I was
she
like,
didn't.
clearly she does. And then I was like, I better look it up because I don't want to get this wrong.
You don't want to come across like an idiot and say something stupid.
She's obviously an award-winning actress and has done many great films.
We got to find this audio.
I go to ChatGPT and I say, has Carey Mulligan ever won an Oscar? And it said, yes, she has. She actually won her first Oscar last year for her role in the movie Maestro. And I was like, okay, I thought that was what happened. So then I mentioned it to him and he's like, nope. And I'm like, but she did, I thought. And he's like, no, she's actually never won. She was nominated for that movie, but didn't win. And I'm like, wow.
Thanks for pointing it out.
Now I look, and it's a huge point in contention in our house. Yeah. And I was like, great. Now I look like a complete idiot.
By the way, you didn't, it was about we got to listen to the clip, but about 3 different times he said she doesn't have an Oscar.
I did not.
And you go, yes, she does.
No, I didn't.
You're saying to her husband, yes, she does. And he goes, no, she doesn't. She was nominated. And you're like, are you sure? You said, are you sure?
I did not say, are you sure?
Have you heard it? Have you heard it back yet or no?
No, have you?
Oh, yeah.
You have heard it back?
Oh, yeah. It is. And you were so mad because after Marcus left, there was that moment in the interview where we went from having a good time to being angry.
Yes.
And that was the turning point. And I go, Allie, what was the deal with why were you bullying him about his wife's Oscar? And you're like, it's not.
Oh, my God. That's what makes me mad is that you are saying that I was bullying him.
You go, it's not my fault. ChatGPT said she won an Oscar.
It was not it wasn't like I was a complete embarrassment. I was saying something to him. It was very conversational. And he was like, no, actually, she was just nominated. And I'm like, okay, but she's won a bunch of other awards, right? And he's like, yeah. And then he talks about different awards that they've won.
Right.
And how it doesn't count unless it's a certain shape. It was fine.
Who's going to pull the clip? Is it the arbiter of audio or is this the sniper's move?
I can do it.
All right. We'll listen to it next hour if you missed it.
Also, I think last week, Allie sent some sort of weird cat video and she's all like, oh, this would be great to play. And I was like, I think this is like years old, like over a decade old. And she's like, no. ChatGPT told me it's current. I'm like, nope, it's not. It's like 13 years old.
Yeah, you're depending on ChatGPT for too much stuff.
Well, it's supposed to be, everyone I know is using ChatGPT for everything now.
Well, I'm using ChatGPT. I got you, girl.
Okay, everybody is using Gemini and ChatGPT for everything.
Vanessa needs it.
Vanessa needs it. That's true.
I know, but this is why I bring this up is because ChatGPT can F you, and you think that it's giving you... I mean, I understand if there's certain stats or whatever that are conflicting on the internet. Carey Mulligan, whether she won an Oscar or not...
She didn't win one. She didn't.
No,
You're still fighting she won one.
No, I'm not.
But
I'm saying that's a very... easy answer for the internet to figure out.
I agree.
No, but the chat GPT is it's like Wikipedia. Anybody could go and input their information in there and change it.
No, but it's supposed to.
It's not like the end all be all.
Into millions and billions of different points of data to determine an answer. And
no,
if
but
you
when you said that cat video, I literally went on the internet, to just regular Google, and I was just like, cat video, eHarmony video, or whatever that was, and then it showed it was 13 years old. I got the answer within seconds.
Well, the point Allie's making, which I will agree with, is I think we've all accepted the fact that artificial intelligence has got to be the best level of intelligence. So we should be able to trust it. And now
exactly,
Google
like
had a
it was like,
major snafu.
yeah, the internet is so smart, blah blah blah, and then it's like, oh no, the internet can make mistakes. ChatGPT is even better than the internet,
Right.
so it's going to make less mistakes, which is not true.
Yeah,
so Google made a super, and it happens to Google too, not just me.
You guys are stupid assholes.
You are. So then they made this commercial talking about how AI is appropriate for every business and how you can use it, right? They show this guy who is running his own cheese business in Wisconsin, and he's like, I'm going to have AI write a description of my cheese, and the facts in the description were wrong. It was like, Gouda accounts for 50 to 60% of global cheese consumption. And they're like, Gouda?
Yeah.
That's not 50 to 60% of global cheese consumption. And then somebody on X or whatever was like, this is totally wrong. And then they figured out that it was completely wrong. And they were like, well, they were even backing their sources up. They were like, well, there are 50 different sources on the internet saying that it's 50 to 60%. So that's the other thing, is it turns us into arguing a-holes because we're trying to defend ChatGPT and Gemini.
Yep.
Anyway, they've had to edit the commercial, and let's move on to the next story. Klein,
you guys are stupid assholes.
Since Billabong and Quicksilver are going away, I wanted to share something
Fake
that's
news.
coming back. No, it's real.
That's real.
All right, I'm done.
That's a real story.
You guys can finish your own stupid ass news.
Stupid ass news. That's great.
I'm done. Go.
Come on. You got time.
No, because you're just going to lambaste me. I'm not going to even be able to get through a story.
I'm
so
ready for
forget
the
it.
next story. I want to hear the Billabong story.
I want to hear some stupid ass news.
They're bringing back the date night pass at Applebee's. There. That's the end.
I love it.
I know you love it because I look like a fool.
Listen.
And I want everyone to know that I feel worse about myself than ever before.
Oh,
so thank you so much.
stop it. You do not. It's the robot's fault. But we can make you feel way worse.
No, it's my fault.
Well, you
And then
trusted the
everyone says
robot.
I'm unfit for my job, which I guess I am.
That's not true. You
You're
are
in
the,
there. It's okay, Allie.
That's not good. Is that the robot or is that Vanessa?
Robot.
Okay. We got a brand new hour of the show to get to next. It will be the greatest hour of your life. The first thing we do is get you to see the LA Kings play some hockey against those dreaded Canadians before they get taxed heavily. Enjoy them at Crypto. We got that to get into next hour. We'll find the audio. I'm glad that everyone... And by the way, a lot of people defending you on the text line.
No, they're
as well.
not.
Oh, yes. Those defense texts will be coming any moment now, I feel it.
Allie Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to KROQ. Welcome to the weekend. Super Bowl weekend, one of the greatest weekends of the entire year. This hour on the show, Johnny Doesn't Know, Super Bowl. Get you ready for the big game. I will also break down everything that happened yesterday at my Super Bowl. People asking for the details. Things did not go according to plan. I will share that part with you now, and I'll give you the details, good, bad, and otherwise, coming up later this hour. First, though, Kimberly's been on the phone. Go ahead, Kimberly, 800-520-1067. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Doing fine. What can we do for you?
I just wanted to tell Allie that I love her. She seems like she's having maybe a rough morning, and I just wanted to tell her that she's the best. Hang in there, Allie.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, hang in there.
Yeah, she sounds like she really means it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful message.
You're
right there.
laughing at me as you say that, but
No,
thanks
go ahead.
so much.
Try to get your message out again without laughing, Kimberly. Go ahead.
Allie, I love you. I love you, Allie. And you make my morning happy every time I listen to you. And please don't
speak.
Don't talk anymore.
Don't come
Just
into
don't.
work. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it, guys.
That's all right. We know what you're saying. Thank
All
you.
right.
Very nice
Thanks
message.
so much.
A lot of support pouring through. We got to get that audio so we can play it for you.
I don't want to do the audio.
Oh, you don't?
You can load it right now if you want.
I don't know why I even
All right.
mentioned it. It's
Let's-
just so...
You brought it up.
I didn't bring it up. Actually.
You want to pull that audio too? You bringing it up?
I didn't bring up that specific thing. I just said AI has effed with me, and it can F with you too, and it effed with Google.
Omar,
and then
can you
you
put that
said,
in?
"Great, the floodgates are open. Let's make sure that we spend
All right.
7 hours on this."
No, we don't have 7 hours to spend. We got 2 minutes, and then we're going to move on because we got lots to get to this hour, including tickets to give you to the LA Kings. In fact, if you'd like those, give us a call now, 800-520-1067, so we can get you in to see the Kings battle the Canucks. All right, Allie, here it is. It's only a minute long, not even. This is earlier this week with Marcus Mumford of Mumford & Sons. This is really a cautionary tale as to why you should never trust AI because it can give you bad information.
Marcus, you have a couple Grammys under your belt. Your beautiful wife, Carrie Mulligan, also has an Oscar. Do you
She doesn't yet, actually.
Oh, that she hasn't gotten it yet?
It's a source of real contention, actually. Yeah, no.
Thanks for bringing that up, Allie.
Disappointment to me.
I thought she won an Oscar last year.
No, she's been nominated 3 times for Best Actress.
She didn't
but
win
she's
for
not won.
Maestro?
Oh, man.
You've now gone 4 times on him for the Oscar. And he's
trying to convince him?
Right, first he goes, she didn't get it. She goes, oh, she didn't get
I'm
it
not
yet.
trying to convince him. I'm just asking clarifying questions, you douchebags.
3 times for Best Actress.
She didn't
but
win
she's
for
not won.
Maestro?
She did not, but this is the thing about that's why a nomination is like a win, because no one really remembers.
Okay, but she has many awards, and so do you, is my point. And do you have an
All right.
awards room?
All right, you transferred away. You moved away. I give the point Allie on this one.
Why?
Allie, you're
Because you
right.
feel bad?
Yes,
Yeah.
mostly. No, because I think that you're right. That was not as...
I was literally just trying to clarify it because I thought he said, "Oh, she doesn't have it actually," and I thought he meant like, "Oh yeah, but she hasn't gotten it delivered yet or something." I don't know.
Delivered? They hand it to you on stage.
Yes, but then you have to get it engraved.
Oh no.
Bullying. It works. I'm getting upset.
Now Allie's upset.
310 said, "I think Allie needs to book a better help appointment."
Okay. Use promo code AllieJ. All right?
10%
Get in there.
off.
It's KROQ. Allie show. Heated show. People demanding we give Allie a hug. I'm going to play a message.
Don't give me a hug. Don't touch me.
This message is going to put you in a good mood because it is some compliments coming your way, and I think you need them now more than ever.
What's up, Klein, Allie? It's the Bud Light Bros. Few things we want to say. First off, Klein, hope you're okay, and hopefully everything went as planned. Every time we dumped out today, it was in your honor, buddy.
Thank you, guys. That means a lot from the Bud Light Bros. Every time they dumped out, they thought of me getting my colonoscopy yesterday. It did not go according to plan. I'll give you the details coming up after the break.
Also, great hanging with you guys at Snow Summit. Shout out to Sammy, Seki, Andrew, Brandon, Justin 2.0, Scotty Springer, and Allie's wife, Katie.
Allie's wife getting a special shout out. Listen to this.
I love Allie. Not only are you a 10,
listen, this is going to make you feel good about yourself.
but so is Katie. It's the second time we meet her, and she a 10, girl.
So now you a 10 and
And
Katie's
she
a 10. You guys are a 20 as a couple. That's big news.
She's so cool. Anyway, Omar lost. He went 2 weeks without an instrument, and I've heard third graders play a better rendition of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star than he did. Sorry, Omar. We love you, but you lost, homie.
No.
Hey, but for real.
Hey, that's the Bud Light Bros.
For real?
Well, hey, Omar,
Now we're serious, all right?
They're not the end all be all, man.
Omar's going to play his accordion. What is the instrument you're playing? The
Accordion.
clarinet. He's going to play it later this morning. He claims he's got another song.
We love you guys. Keep up the great content.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work. Hashtag grow the show.
Appreciate
you.
you.
Guys know we love you guys.
Thank you.
Bud Light Bros. It is what it is. Sweet divots.
Sweet divots, guys. Thank you for that lovely message. Those guys are real deal hardcore fans.
But as I said, you la 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 la.
La, 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 la. Hey, Matt Whittier.
Yo, what up?
You are caller 20. You're going to go see the Kings play hockey, all right?
Let's go.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to say anything to encourage Allie to move further in the show or any words
Hey,
of...
forget ChatGPT. That stuff sucks anyways. Let's go, Allie.
That's right. Allie. It's Allie versus the robots.
Allie over ChatGPT.
We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, lots to get to this hour. Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl, a chance for you to win some more stuff from us, and I will share with you Super Bowl, my experience yesterday that did not go according to plan. Embarrassing
What a
for
cliffhanger.
multiple reasons, and I will give you the gory details next.
I think everybody here knows what it means to join the Mile High Club, right?
Oh my God! It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 3. Pack your shillelagh, kiss the Blarney Stone, and river dance your way to the pub when you follow the end of the rainbow to a pint of tickets to see the Lumineers in Dublin. Qualify all week and instantly win tickets to a private show with the Lumineers in the intimate, helpful Honda sound space.
But they're a good band. Please welcome the Lumineers, everybody.
You'll get on the standby boarding list to see him again in Dublin. Courtesy of Dual Tone.
This is Wesley from the Lumineers on the World Famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
By far, the moment of the show I've been most excited about this morning. Entering the KROQ studios right now, the smartest man who probably works here is the engineer. Fixes all the many problems that we have on a regular basis and lets us know what to do when the emergency broadcast system goes off in the middle of the show.
Hi, Justin.
Justin is here. Hi, Justin. Justin, the engineer. Justin, do you think you're smarter than all of us?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
And when we ask, we've all asked dumb questions before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one of us would you say asks the dumbest questions on a regular basis about fixing things or issues we have with our computers and the microphones?
You absolutely.
What's the last stupid thing that Klein did?
Probably having the monitors on the wrong selection. Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like something stupid.
Why don't
I
you pay
would've done.
attention when Justin's in there, man? Then you
Dude,
don't have to bug him so much.
There's a lot of buttons here. I don't know what they do. I don't think most people know what they do. I think Justin does know what they do, but he has a way because he's really smart and he understands this stuff. Would you go to school for this and whatnot?
No, I did not.
What did you go to school for?
Radio.
So you went to school for this?
Yeah, I have a broadcasting degree.
So you wanted to be on the radio, like what we're doing every day.
Yeah. You got the voice for it.
Yeah.
Do you still want to do that?
I would like to, but I started out doing what they're doing in there, Johnny and Vanessa, and in order to actually make money, I leveraged actually knowing how computers work and how to use the console.
See, that's why he's smarter than we are, because we just stayed at the part where we're like, let's just not make money.
But what percentage of your job, Justin, is walking into a room with a bunch of people getting flustered and then you pressing one button and then leaving?
At least 99%.
Yeah. It's just like, let me press
Restarting
one button.
is always the answer, right?
Yeah, restart.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy, because I used to think that, like, you just restart it or punch it a few times, and usually that makes it go away. Well, we've all, what you don't realize is that when you solve a problem, usually you come in, you go, you're going to do that, and then you leave, and then we all do our best impression of you. So right now, we've got...
In a loving way, by the way.
In a loving way. We think you're great, and we absolutely...
We do think you're great. Klein learned your name like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
And by the way, Justin's a super nice guy. Remember, he loaned Vanessa his personal vehicle for like a week.
Vanessa, when Vanessa ran over that bicyclist, she needed to get her car fixed, and I'll tell you who stepped up. One of Justin's many hobbies is this guy goes to like crazy auto auctions, and he, next thing you know, he shows up with these vintage cars. I don't know where you're getting.
Yeah, how many Rolls Royces do you have?
I just have one Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay. But how many cars do you have?
I have 9.
Okay.
He's got 9 cars.
God.
So anyway, here you're going to listen to all of our impressions of you, and I'm not going to say who's doing which impression, but you will judge these as to how good you think they are.
All right.
And do you think you sound a certain way, or do you not think that you sound like...
Oh, I know I sound a certain way.
Okay. Here's the first impression that one of us did of you.
Hi, it's Justin. I'm an engineer here at KROQ, and I work on the computers all day. Usually I like to make bagels for everybody, and I like to hang out with Johnny in the office, and sometimes he likes to impersonate me right in front of my face, and I don't like to admit it, but it is kind of funny sometimes.
You think that sounds like you
kind of lost it at the end there.
Sometimes.
How do you...
I've been hearing Johnny do my impression of my voice for like a year now, and that's probably the worst one he's done.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Johnny does a good impression of you, too.
What are you talking about?
Johnny,
That was clean, spot on.
Johnny,
I thought it was me.
When you do the impression of Justin, like when you're in the hall and you're messing with Allie and I, and you go like, everybody out, there's a bomb in the building, we think that that's really Justin saying that, because you do a really good impression of him. But this...
Is that your Eddie Murphy impression? What's going on here?
Or is that just you?
Here's the second impression of you, Justin. Justin, the engineer, is in our building right now. Justin, what do you think of this guy's impression of you?
Hey, guys, I made some bagels. If you would like to have one, they're right here. Please eat one, or else I...
What the hell?
Might have to murder you.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Who did that? What the hell?
I'm not going to say whose impression is whose just yet.
Why does he have an accent?
Hispanic in that one.
I don't know.
I would
That
like
got
to.
weird. You don't think about killing us, do you?
No.
Okay. Oh, see the way he said that.
Not yet.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I
Here's
will at the end of this.
Now I'm not going to tell you whose impression of you this is, but I think you should take a listen, because I think they almost nailed you spot on.
Hello, my name is Justin. I'm the engineer. I'm the one that fixes the audio when it's not working and when I get a frantic call. Sometimes I feel like I'm not appreciated, but I'm starting to learn that it's all in my head. So, if you need me, holla at me.
That one is the best.
Now, I'm not saying which one of us. That could have been any of us, Justin.
Justin, have you ever said holler in your life?
Holla at me.
I'll tell you one
It
thing.
kind of just was like Vanessa's journal entry.
Yeah.
So, if you need me, holla at me.
I don't. Justin, would you rate
Said
that?
I go unappreciated.
Was that a good impression of you or no?
What she said, mostly, yeah. The sultriness of it, no.
Here's another one. Take a listen. This could have been any of us. We all do our impressions of you, but you have to pick which one of us does the best one.
Hi, my name is Justin. I gotta check the ISDN settings because I want to make sure that it's going to be sending a mix minus down the line, because if it's not sending a mix minus down the line, then you're going to get yourselves back to each other. It's going to be really tough to communicate to the person on the other end of the ISDN. So let me just kind of check the board settings here and make sure that you're good to broadcast today.
Well, I did already say that today, so I think that's a winner so far.
That one's in the
That one's
lead.
a great one, but I also don't think I've ever heard you talk that much.
Yeah, you don't use that many words.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah. Here's another person's impression
That one
of you.
was very nasally, too.
Very nasally. It's funny, each impression's getting slightly higher in decibel level. Justin is our engineer. He's in the studio now hearing all of our impressions of him, and we do these with love, and here's the next one.
Yeah, it's weird. They set up the system in a very strange way, but yeah, you can fire it from your board or I'll go check on the back company. Yeah, if you need me, I'm down the hall. You see, I got a new Porsche. It's a bidding war, but I got it.
A lot of audio wars. And this is the final one. I think you've heard four of them.
Does it offend you, Justin, that I'll be bringing
Don't
up
contact HR, dude.
Our bagels and cars?
I mean, that's pretty much all I do, so yeah.
He does get excited when he comes in. He's like, man, bagels again. They're getting
Yeah,
better.
I
This
know.
batch is
And
a
they
little
get better each time.
Here's final one.
Try restarting it. Yeah, maybe just give it a restart, see if that helps. Trust me, we're not operating on Windows 10 anymore. By the way, if anyone wants to go for a ride, I just got a new back seat. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll be down the hall if you need me. You push any buttons, push them hard.
Okay. We've all done our impressions of you. Justin.
But who's doing which impression?
Which?
Don't know.
Which impression of you do you think was the most spot on? You get to decide. You are the person.
You are the person who we've been making fun of for the last 5 minutes.
I think Allie with the last one was the best.
Justin, you're so messed up, bro. Like, how are you going to choose hers over mine? Mine literally sounds just like
I
you,
brought up
dude.
your Porsche.
Oh, shut up and eat a bagel.
Oh, put your bagels back in your biscuits.
Mix minus.
So you're going with Allie.
I'm going with Allie.
Yeah!
Allie wins! God damn. She did go to school for impressions.
I famously voice matched a very famous celebrity.
Thank you for all that you do around here. We greatly appreciate you.
Thanks.
Show yesterday was one of the more difficult days that I've ever had to experience. And that's not, it's saying something, because for anyone who's been through what I went through, and a lot of people have reached out and said they have gone through it for various reasons, it's not fun.
You got the moves. Super Bowl. Nobody wins.
That is very true. It was my very own Super Bowl.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
I'm not going to go into too much except to say that I figured out multiple ways to embarrass myself throughout the process. And
you ready for this? Super Bowl 45.
Thank you.
It's all pay dirt.
That's right. It's all pay dirt yesterday. For those of you that don't know what goes on, if you ever do an endoscopy or colonoscopy, whatever, they force you to not eat, and not only not eat, but you have to basically clean out your entire system, which means you have to drink 64 gallons of some sort of a fluid that will pretty
It's
much...
not 64 gallons. That's so many.
Maybe not gallons. 64...
Ounces?
No, it feels like more than that. It was a lot. Jake, you know, you're an expert. You've done 40 of these
Well, yours
things.
felt lower than what I had to do.
Whatever I had to do.
I have to give you the max.
It was a 20-day supply that you had to
But
drink.
it feels like a lot because it tastes like crap.
Yeah, you have to drink a 20-day supply, a 20-day supply of like a laxative, and you have to drink it all within 2 hours. So they basically want you to flush out your system.
Mm-hmm.
It's a full flush, and then you lose complete control of your body. You're at a point now where they even say in the notes, don't leave. Make sure you are within 1 foot of a toilet at all times, because your body, you cannot trust your body anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Your body will explode. And you go through that whole process. Yesterday, as you know, I came in here anyway. Bad idea. Sat here during the show. You guys brought food after food after food, rubbed it in my face. I was starving.
Great day.
Yeah, one of the best days ever.
Not for me, it wasn't a great day. And then this guy is
hey guys, you guys are a bunch of little punk bitches for what you did to Klein today. Klein's the only reason why you guys are on the effing radio. And you guys do him dirty like that, you guys got some serious karma coming your way.
This guy said it.
He would do worse to us
You're
if
right.
we were in that
Absolutely.
situation.
We're
Are you
doing
kidding me?
what he would have wanted.
I was so proud
Yes.
when that plate of bacon came in the studio. I was so angry and also so proud at the same time.
Yes.
Because I said, that's beautiful what they're doing. They're torturing me. But then when the tacos came, and then the pizza came, and then the other stuff started showing up, then I started getting really mad.
The pizza is when you turned.
of all of the stuff, and everyone will argue the prepping for it is the worst part because, understandably, it's a terrible feeling your body goes through. But I was so hungry that all I wanted to do was get over to the place, have it over with so I could just start filling my face. And in fact, I took a piece of that pizza from this room, wrapped it in foil, and I brought it in my pocket into the surgery center. I showed up with pizza in my pocket,
it's like
ready
your
to go.
comfort item.
It was my comfort item. And then they made me take everything out and get undressed. And I was like, what could I do with
Put my
this?
pizza.
And the people all looked at me and they go, did you bring a wrapped slice of pizza for yourself? I go, I did. And they go, oh, you can't be eating that for at least 24 hours after this.
24 hours?
They said,
Come on.
They said maybe 48. They said
maybe 48. F you.
They said greasy and spicy will absolutely destroy you if you try to go to that afterwards.
Newsflash, I'm already destroyed.
Yeah, do it.
So I was like, you're saying I can't even eat this pizza? That was just the one thing that was getting me through. And they're like, you cannot.
They're like, give it to me.
They confiscated my pizza.
And then they ate it in front of you?
Yeah, they ate it. I smelled it. I smelled them eating it up. So I get there. I'm supposed to be there at 10:30, and they're supposed to basically put me under at 11:30 sharp, and then out by noon. That was the plan. I'm sitting there. I'm naked in this, literally I got to put on one of those stupid gowns and sit around naked. They say undress till you're, all the way just to your socks.
I know, you sent me a thirst trap.
That was not supposed to go to you. It was supposed to go to my
Klein
wife.
sent me a thirst trap picture of it.
It was not.
You got to post it. Post it.
No, he unsent it.
Luckily,
he unsent it right when I saw it. I was like, and then he said, sorry, that was
yeah. So anyway, I'm laying on this gurney, and I'm in a stupid, one of those gowns that doesn't buckle in the back, and I've got just socks on, and I'm sitting there, and then 1 hour becomes 2 hours, and I'm so hungry that
it sucks to just sit there and be hungry.
And then I hear all of the nurses having a conversation about what they're going to have for lunch because it's getting close to now lunchtime. And I go, hold on, are they not going to get me in before they take a break for lunch? Because as you know, no one takes lunch more seriously than the medical profession. They shut down for sometimes 2 hours. You call any doctor's office, we're closed every weekday from noon until 2 for lunch.
Oh, and it's 12 on the dot.
Oh, yeah, they don't play around with that
No, they
number.
do not.
So I'm going, man, it's getting pretty close now. I'm already at 11. I was supposed to be in this thing already. And I thought to myself, let me be the last one in before lunch, so they'll do me real quick because they want to. I know how we are before we're about to eat. Let's just get it done with and move on.
Yeah, but do you really want the person to be rushing it? Because
yes, I did. I didn't care if
really?
they did it. I just wanted to be done with it. So then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there. I hear them all having a conversation. They start arguing about what. Hey, what do you feel like today? You guys want to do Chinese? Oh, let's do subs. Oh, there's a new sandwich. And I'm going. Do they not understand? I'm sitting here ravenous. My insides are eating themselves. And then they come in, they go, all right, you're up next. I go, great, I'm ready to go. They go, but we are going to take our lunch break first. And I go, you got to be kidding me. So I go, what's that going to be? They're like, well, it's about an hour, give or take.
Give or take.
So now I'm sitting there going, all right, enjoy your lunch while I sit here.
Wait, what do they expect you to do for an hour?
Just sit in the stupid bed with my ass hanging out of that.
Damn,
that
Dude, can't they just move their lunch a half an hour?
They don't move lunches.
Weren't you the last guy, too?
Well, I was the last guy before lunch, I assume, but then I got pushed to the first guy after lunch, I guess. And then I start thinking to myself, well, maybe it's for the better, because then maybe once they're all... Guy will have nice greasy fingers. It'll be easier for him to get in.
Pizza hands up there.
Yeah, they got a slice. Now they all got a slice of pizza to share. One of my pizzas. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. And now at this point, I am hooked up to an IV already, and they've all gone to lunch. I'm sitting there by myself, and I start getting that feeling in my stomach again, like I got to go because
no,
now they've pumped a bunch of fluids into me,
and it's all going through your butt.
Yeah, it's going through. So I go. I don't even know how to detach myself from this IV.
Did they give you a bedpan?
They didn't give me a bedpan, but they did put one of those. It's the most embarrassing thing, like a doggy training pad on my bed.
You're a good boy.
Oh yeah, because you might leak your butt.
Right. So I'm sitting on top of I'm sitting on top of a pad that you would use to train a puppy, which is like in the history of my life, and I get it for medical reasons. It's one of the more humiliating moments.
They do that a lot when you're pregnant too.
So I think to myself, I can't unhook from this IV and walk over to that bathroom. I'm looking at it. Do I just
aim?
Do I just go on this doggy pad?
Well, you can take the IV out.
I didn't know how to do that, and I was afraid I was going to rip it out of my arm. I didn't know. They didn't tell me how to do that.
Is it the little bag on one of those rolly things?
Yeah,
no,
and then you're rolly with your little butt hanging out?
No, it was not on a rolly thing. So I just decided I'll just try to go on this pad. I assume that's why it's here.
Oh, man. Dude.
So you just sat there in your own crap?
I would have screamed, like, bloody murder first. Like, I need to go.
So I went on the pad, and then they came back from lunch. And
You
I said,
did? And they were horrified?
And I said,
I went boo-boos.
I need a new pad.
Belly rubs.
And they said, oh, that wasn't there for that. I go, it wasn't? They're like, well, it's just there as, as like a fail-safe. Like, not a first option.
Thank God.
And I was like, well, I guess I didn't know
I
how
went
to
through all the options.
I didn't know how to take off this IV. And then the woman said to me, oh, the IV's not connected to anything yet.
What?
You could have
yeah, because they probably just put it in there
they put it
for
in my,
when they put the save.
Right, but there was a long cord dangling. I assumed it was hooked up to something else because they were giving me fluids earlier, but I guess you did.
Yeah, but sometimes like a little half cord.
It was in my hand, too, which was weird, the IV thing. They put it in the top of my hand.
Yeah.
So then I go, oh, well, now I feel like a real
So you're just a guy who just...
For no reason. She's like, we never would have left you here hooked to this thing with no one around. And I'm like, I didn't know.
They did leave you.
Yeah, but not hooked up to the thing.
Yeah, but they should have told you something hey, don't go on this pad, go over here.
Don't
give
feel
you some instructions.
So I got up and I cleaned myself. I was a real mess. And then and then they wheel me into the thing, and the guy, they give me the propofol. And I don't know a lot about Michael Jackson, but he was into the good stuff because that propofol, man,
I know that stuff really hits.
That stuff hits good, and they tell you. And the anesthesiologist is always a weird fella, but he's like, I'm going to give you some stuff. You're going to have the best nap of your life. And then you're going to wake up and you'll forget any of this ever happened. And I'm like, one follow-up question.
Yeah.
And I'm out. And then it's like you time travel. And
it is like time traveling. And then you wake up and it's like everyone's like, hi, welcome back. And you're like, what the F?
Yeah. And everyone says the same dumb thing. Like, are we done yet? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's all done. Everything's cool. I'm like, really? How was
Sore
I?
throat, sore butt?
You crapped yourself again.
I said
Clean yourself up.
I said to the guy, did I do anything embarrassing? And he goes, ha, ha, ha. Anyway, I'll see you in 10 days for the results.
What?
He didn't want to tell me. So in 10 days, I'll figure out, if I'm dying or not. But at least for now, I got to make a real ass of myself. And then
the ass man.
And then I said, I'm so hungry. Can I eat? Because I thought at the very least they're going to give me some food. And the guy's like, here's a list of things you shouldn't eat today. It was all of my favorite foods. Like literally.
Shouldn't is different than couldn't.
It was great. Thank you, Jake. Shouldn't is different than couldn't. But it was like, do not eat greasy food, cheesy food. It was all the stuff. And they go bland. And I was like, oh, man, all I wanted to do was just go ham on some burritos or something afterwards.
Yeah, but so then what was your first meal?
It was like boring, bland stuff, Allie. It was
like what?
Rice and some Cheerios. It's like the saddest thing ever. I'm like a toddler.
I eat it. Jake's jealous.
Thanks, Jake.
Put some butter on that rice.
Yeah, thank you for all the wonderful support that came pouring through. And I'll let you know in 10 days. If I'm dying, we'll have a nice, fun on-air funeral.
I can't wait for the 10 days to go by and the doctor to say it's inconclusive.
We got to do it all over again. How would you like to join us right now for some Johnny Doesn't Know? All you got to do is get on the phones. 800-520-1067. Super Bowl weekend is finally here. And you would think that everyone would know a thing or two about the Super Bowl. It is the most watched television event of the year every year by millions, I believe. But will Johnny know? Will Johnny know basic stuff about the big game? If you would like to join us, the number to call is 800-520-1067. Up for grabs. Tickets for you to see John Mulaney at Yamava, plus $50 to play the slots. It's a show coming up later this February. And where's Johnny? Oh, come on in, Johnny. What are you doing? How much fanfare do you need? Johnny takes his own time now because, he was a UCLA speaker. He's a professor now. Professor Johnny. We may have to change your name from the postmaster to Professor Johnny based on...
Excuse me, I am Professor CEO, Postmaster Johnny now?
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Professor CEO?
Well, remember, because he wants to be the CEO of this company.
So you've given yourself the job?
Yeah. Basically now I have big credentials.
Just so you know, Johnny, in all seriousness, we did send that letter that you sent us, your letter you wrote to be the CEO. We did forward it off to the corporate HR, so they do have it.
Oh, yeah, huh? All right.
We did send it.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
All right.
If you'd like to hang out with Johnny, believe it or not, there's an opportunity for you to hang with Johnny this Sunday. He's going to be in the flesh at one of our absolute favorite places in Southern California, the San Bernardino International Airport.
Yep, be there 2 to 4 p.m. on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's right, so you can actually go hang with Johnny. I don't even know what's going on. I'm sure he'll bring stuff with him, but if you're in that area, would like to take a drive, need an activity to do, pregame with Postmaster, he'll be at the airport hanging out. All right.
Parking's just $5.
Yeah, win lift tickets to KROQ Storms Bear Mountain.
Okay, very cool.
Well said.
I almost slipped it.
That's our CEO.
That's future CEO right there. Let's say hi to Craig in Long Beach. Give him the first chance for Johnny Doesn't Know. Allie, you got that theme song for Johnny Doesn't Know?
I got it.
Here we go. Will Johnny know anything about the Super Bowl? Your chance to predict and find out. Here we go. Hit it.
Johnny doesn't know.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
G is for gay.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Broadway was in New York.
Johnny doesn't know.
There's no green wine, Johnny.
The bottle's green, yeah. But, you know how sometimes when they pour it and it's got, the brownish, yellow, greenish? You know the green wine? You know the wine that's, when you pour it? There's two colors of wine. There's,
These are all green bottles of wine that I'm
No, that's Perrier.
That's the CEO right there. Big fan of Perrier. Craig in Long Beach. You're the first person that gets a chance to play. Super Bowl edition. Johnny Doesn't Know. All right, Johnny, here we go. And, yes, I think we did do a Super Bowl, Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl last year.
I think it's a yearly tradition.
There are some questions that we may have already asked him that you would think he would know the answer to because he's been asked them already. But there's a good chance he would not still know. Johnny, first question. What coach is the Super Bowl trophy named after? Craig, will Johnny know this, yes or no?
No, he will not.
All right, Johnny. What coach is the Super Bowl trophy named after?
I remember this one from last year. It's the Gene Vincent Trophy.
What?
We said Gene Vincent last year. That was the guy.
Craig said you would not know, and good news, Craig's right. You do not know. When did we say Gene Vincent?
Last year. It was the big silver trophy. The guy's dead, obviously. They only name it after the dead guys. Gene Vincent. The big Super Bowl. I think they named a high school after him, too.
Are you thinking of Vince Lombardi?
No, Gene Vincent.
No, definitely not.
I'm definitely not thinking of
Definitely Gene.
I told you, Gene Vincent.
No, it's Vince Lombardi.
Oh, it is Vince Lombardi.
That's why I just said that. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe it is Vince Lombardi.
All right. Do you think if we ask him the same question, do you think we'll ask him next year, Allie? If we ask him again next year, he'll know this?
I don't think so.
But Lombardi's the trolley in San Francisco.
No, that's Lombard Street.
Lombard Street, yeah, never mind.
Oh,
all
man.
right, next
Johnny,
question.
Next question. All right, Sam got his right. Let's say hi
and
to...
we're traveling down Lombardi Avenue.
Damn.
Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Let's say hi to Roman. Give Roman a shot at this. Hey, Roman, good morning. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl. You ready to go?
Let's do this.
Johnny, every year the winning quarterback of the Super Bowl claims they're going to go somewhere after the game. Where do they claim they're going to go? Will Johnny know this?
That's going to be a big negative. So let's go 2 for 2.
A big no. A big negative. How could you ever bet against a man who is a previous speaker at UCLA and potentially the future CEO of this company? Johnny, where you do have a confident look in your face as you're playing with your fingers. Where
You see my hands? You see this?
That's smart people stuff.
Yep, this is professor hands right here.
Oh, you're holding your hands together?
You put them together like you're praying, kind of, but you just tips only. Just the tips.
Do you know where the winning quarterback claims they're going to go every year after the Super Bowl?
I have you know, they're going to Disney.
Whoa!
Wow.
Johnny
got one right. I didn't think you'd get that. Sam in Huntington Beach on KROQ. It's Johnny Doesn't Know Super Bowl. Hello, Sam.
Hey, good morning.
Johnny, what animal is the mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs? Chiefs are playing in the Super Bowl this year. I would ask you what is the mascot of the Philadelphia Eagles, but I thought that was a little bit too easy of a question.
We also thought of asking, what is a mascot?
Thought about asking what is a mascot, but I also thought that was going to trip him up. So you know that the mascot of the Eagles is the eagle. What is the animal mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs?
So it is an animal.
Will Johnny know this, Sam? Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not, he says with confidence. Johnny, think it out.
Crap. Chiefs.
Do you want to use your professor hands to help you?
I'd like to call on somebody. Can I get a lifeline to
Nope, you've never been able to get a lifeline.
We should start.
This is a hard one. I just looked this up.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to know this one. The average Joe's not going to know what a chief is.
I think the average Joe is going to know what a chief is.
So it is a chief. It is a chief. Handkerchief. Regular
oh my
chief.
God, what other Chiefs can you name? This is great.
In your mind, the mascot is a giant handkerchief?
What else is a chief?
That is.
I've never used a chief. What is a chief?
Hold on, let this man laugh at you for a little.
I know, I love it.
Johnny.
Handkerchief, chief. I don't know.
I said what animal? I've already given you.
Animal.
I said to you what animal mascot?
The Badgers.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. Sam, good job.
Jake, what's the answer, Jake?
He didn't know.
It's a coyote.
How
It
is
is?
anybody supposed to know that?
I think it's a wolf, Jake, actually.
Oh, yeah, it was a wolf.
Yeah, it's a
really
wolf.
weird. It's weird looking at animals.
But-
We had to look it up 2 weekends ago.
Yeah, but it's not a weird-looking animal.
They were
It's-
like, we can't do a Chief because it's racist.
everybody was
Let's
watching the
just
game
do a
was like,
wolf.
what is that?
They couldn't do the chief because everyone got offended, so they went with a racist wolf instead.
So Commanders. It's like Commanders to Redskins. That's what it is. Like that.
Whoa, Johnny.
Well,
that's what the team was called for
I
like
think
40
there was
years.
a lot of talk about potentially changing the Chiefs' name, wasn't it?
There was some conversation about it, but they keep winning, so you can't change the name while the team's winning. They had no problem changing the Redskins' name. That team was terrible.
Yeah.
So we should throw a flag on this play,
Johnny,
and reverse this point.
But the wolf, their little dancing wolf, I mean, I feel like you see it all over the place. It's constant.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Nope.
But just seeing it, you don't know what it is. It doesn't look like a wolf.
Exactly. It's like all cross-eyed and stuff. You've seen that.
Oh, yes.
You've seen
I
that
thought that was a
before.
raccoon.
How did you have that
Yeah,
ready
see,
so
exactly.
fast?
All right. Well, listen, Johnny.
Toughie.
This is a quick round. We only have time for a quick round today.
Wow.
And Sam is probably still laughing. Sam predicted correctly. Craig predicted correctly.
Let's give it to Sam.
Sam, congratulations. You've won yourself tickets to see John Mulaney. The laughs will continue at Yamava. You're very welcome. The Hanky's still laughing
He
about.
loves that.
Plus $50 to play the slots. You'll be at Yamava on February 21st. Hang tight. Quick break. Back with more show. Your ADD News. A brand new hour starts next. I'm not allowed to eat anything because I got to go get a procedure after the show. They got to do a endoscopy, colonoscopy, whole thing. So as a result, I've been starving. Little Allie is, oh, you're such a bitch. She brought in a plate of bacon. I can't eat. You're so. Oh my God, it smells so
I'd
good.
switch up my breakfast routine.
Oh, that smells so good. She just came in with a platter of bacon. Oh my God, that looks.
It's okay, Klein. I got you a water.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Vanessa just showed up with more food. You guys are such.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, Del Taco.
You guys are all assholes. I know what you're doing.
Come in, Vanessa,
You're,
come in.
you're just trying to keep rubbing it in my face that I can't eat today. So I've never seen more food.
Oh, my God.
It's like a whole box of tacos, a Fiesta pack. Thanks, guys. Great.
Hold on, let me see what's in here.
So nice to go into a group of friends the day before you've got
Dude, Fiesta Fest.
I have not eaten. I'm so starving.
Oh, man, they smell so good.
All right, thank you. Great.
Woo.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
Really
I'm
appreciate it.
distracted. I'm hungry.
Boy, a bunch of free tacos show up to the station. Everyone just rushes out of the studio. Allie's not even in here. It's unbelievable. I don't know if that's because she's a lesbian or she's hungry, but she... man, look at all that food. People say...
Tacos and bacon, baby.
Tacos and bacon. What a way to... It sounds like the perfect day if I could eat any of it. Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
guys.
no kidding.
I do feel a little bad.
And I see pizza just arrived from Prince Street, which is one of my favorites.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the...
Klein.
God, that looks so good.
Look at this. If you're looking on the live stream, this is major food porn right
There
now.
was
And I'm not even a huge pizza fan, and this looks incredible.
This morning,
like 50 pounds.
This morning
Yes.
at 6:30. I have not eaten. I'm so hungry, ravenously hungry.
I think you're so weak that you wouldn't even be able to hold this.
I probably couldn't. They brought in a plate of bacon just to make the whole studio smell of bacon, which is a real dick move, by the way.
And it's a smell that lingers for a long period. Pizza smell lingers.
Then they
as well.
replaced that smell by bringing in just bags and bags of tacos from Del Taco, and now they've
tacos, burritos, and chili cheese
look
fries.
Look at those pepperonis, man.
They've got the scoopy.
The box even says happiness. It's so funny.
So this is actually a new pizza too, and you probably know about this, but they did a collab. This is Prince Street Pizza. They just collabed with Hot Girls Eating Pizza.
I know.
And they launched the Hot Girl Pie. Listen to this.
I know, it's only on Sunday.
Diavolo sauce, pepperoni, fresh mozzarella, jalapenos, hot honey, pecorino romano.
Yeah, great.
And
looks great.
It will be available at all locations starting Sunday. And they've also launched a new not ranch.
Yeah, they don't do ranch.
Because they don't do ranch. But then this not ranch, all the proceeds, if you buy one, is going to go to LA Fire Relief.
I'm happy that people have started to turn on you. Now, at first I thought this was funny. Now it's just cruel. Bringing in pizza to rub it in Klein's face.
That's so funny.
It's not funny anymore. It's not funny.
I don't think I've ever seen you so mad and Jake so happy. Like the polar opposite of feelings. He's just having the best day. Me too.
I'm dancing.
Ow.
I can't even sit down. I'm so excited.
Do you think if I chewed a piece up and spit it in the trash can, that would count? Like, would I get? What do you mean no? Why, Vanessa?
Klein, you don't want to go through this again. Be strong.
Oh, man, that looks good.
It is really good, though.
All right, we got to take a break.
It's got that hot,
all right,
with the spicy and the honey.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Allie.
Damn.
Thanks, Prince Street.
And these pieces are huge. Look at how big
I know.
Pieces.
Thank you how big they are. This is the hungriest now I've been officially in my life.
Oh, my God.
Get into a brand new hour of the show. Then we get you on the standby list. Final chance to hop on that standby list with us. You want to go see the Lumineers in Dublin, Ireland. We will give you tickets to see them right here in the helpful Honda sound space at KROQ. If you want a spot on that list, today is your last day to qualify. One more chance with us. You'll have it all day long. And then Monday morning, which is usually a very depressing day, the Monday after the Super Bowl, people are hungover, feeling all bloated, etc. No more football to look forward to for a long time. We will make it all worth your while by sending one of you to Ireland to see the Lumineers. So get ready to win that trip. Today's your last day to qualify, so listen intently and be ready to call when you hear the cue at 800-520-1067. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, Shohei Ohtani's interpreter had the best job for the best player. Seemed like it was a nice, cushy future for him, and then he screwed it all up, and he started gambling and embezzling, $17 million to be exact. He admitted it, and now his fate has officially been decided. Ippei Mizuhara has been sentenced to 57 months in prison, which is just under 5 years, which I actually thought was less than what he was going to get, but I remember when this story broke, it felt like the craziest thing ever. Yes. And now I'm like, God, this happens, I feel like, more than ever. Like, I think it was earlier this week, we talked about another umpire who was gambling illegally, and he's also getting, reprimanded for that. So I feel like maybe it's just the tip of the iceberg with all of it.
Yeah, the more gambling is becoming, socially acceptable, there's more ways to do it, there's more places to do it, and there's more and more people that are going to realize, especially if, like, I'm going to tell you right now, if I had a position as an umpire or a referee in a game, because obviously I couldn't even imagine being a player. I don't have that athletic ability. Would I be opposed to throwing games? These college players, I don't know how they don't do it. I understand that they've got a lot of strict rules to try to stop that from happening.
But if somebody came up to you and was like, "Hey, I will give you $5,000," if you say
they're going to get, the numbers are going to be much higher than that, but they're life-changing numbers.
Like, just call a ball instead of a strike or whatever it is. You're like, okay.
Look, over the course of a game, if you just a couple of times make the call in the direction to kind of move the needle, whatever it needs to be, so that the gamblers win. Yeah, you better believe that is.
But you also have to think about what a good gig you got. Like, this guy was an interpreter. I feel like, yes, that's probably difficult, but for the most part, you're taking something that one guy said, translating it and telling it to another guy.
You're right.
That's a pretty great job.
We already hired him to be Vanessa's interpreter for us. So when he gets out of jail,
from prison,
he's going to be officially Vanessa, so we don't have any more problems, okay?
Interpreter for someone. That's all I heard. I was on the phone.
Interpreter for someone.
That's why we need this guy. Get out 5 years. Don't worry. We got our problem solved in 5 years. He's going to be there.
Sounds about right to solve problems within 5 years with this company. All right, Klein, you went on a hell of a juice cleanse. A juice cleanse is a very common thing and very accessible here in Los Angeles. But I'm sorry, ladies. A new study is showing that they're not good for you. They might make you feel weirdly energetic, maybe less bloated, maybe this weird cracked out high you're getting. But juicing can screw up your health in as little as 3 days, according to new data. Consuming large amounts of juice with little fiber just leads to a screw up in your gut that will have negative consequences, inflammation, and reduced gut health.
They seem like they're all over the place. Everywhere I go, there's a juice cleanse popping up somewhere. I feel like LA popularized that. Now they're all over the place.
Well, the other thing is, juicing, and I totally admit I've done it. It makes you feel good in the moment, and you're like hungry, but you're also like, I'm not hungry. I'm getting all the nutrients I need. I'm just going to get this juice. I'm fine. I got the juice. And you do have a lot of nutrients that are going in your body, but you also have a ton of sugar.
Right.
And that can't be that good for your body, ingesting that much sugar in one. And in juice form, your body's not really digesting anything. So what's happening to it? Eventually, it's just creating bacteria in your gut and sitting there.
Well, look, this is why, once again, all the people that have decided, especially the people that, the people that try to better themselves by doing some major life changes, they're always the ones that like to really be very vocal about it. Day 3 of my juice cleanse, da-da-da-da-da.
When someone is on a juice cleanse, you will know because they will tell you.
You will know. When they start doing P90X or when they start doing CrossFit, trust me, you will know because they love talking about it.
Well, yeah, because it feels like a sense of accomplishment. Even when you were doing your liquid cleanse yesterday.
One day.
I mean, yeah, but you wanted to tell everyone because you felt like I'm going through it here. This is hard.
Yeah, but I didn't do it by choice. I didn't do it because I wanted
you didn't,
to.
but it was a cleanse, and you feel like, okay, if I'm not eating, I want to make sure everyone knows that I'm not eating, okay? Yeah. I did it.
Well, thank you guys for bringing food into this. By the way, no one brought in food today. I thought to myself,
I brought in some.
These guys,
this is actually a week old, but it's minestrone soup.
Yesterday, I couldn't eat anything. You brought in food every hour to rub it in my face. I said to myself, I bet you today, these guys I work with, these nice guys I work with that I consider my friends, today they're probably going to bring in something nice. There's a celebratory you can eat again. And yet, here we are, 8 o'clock. Not a morsel.
There's leftovers from the party, dude.
There's no leftovers.
Outside.
Jake took them all.
Yeah, there's a random chicken wing over there. You want that?
There you go.
Yeah, have that chicken wing.
Thanks, guys.
I don't eat it.
It is tikka masala.
I'm going to pass
Tikka
on that.
masala.
Thank you.
You want tikka masala chicken that's been sitting out all night?
That's been sitting out since yesterday. I'm not having that. Thank you.
Okay, when there's a big recall where things are creating fires and causing injuries, what does the company do? You can pay out those customers, or you can give them a nice sticker. And that's what's happening with LG. They're recalling 500,000 of their electric stovetops because they have been involved in at least 28 fires. And the customers who are coming forward about this are not receiving refunds or exchanges. They're getting stickers that they can then put on the exploding stove that says, hey, by the way, this stove might explode, and you should probably lock the knobs when you leave because they can unintentionally just turn on. Like, the stove can literally turn on by itself. And they're not going to exchange it. They're going to give them a sticker.
That sticker is important because it means legally they're clear. They feel like they're cleared now because they got a sticker on it. Did you read the sticker?
Yeah, and that's how they cover their ass, is a sticker. But they said it was unintentionally activating the front-mounted knobs from humans and pets.
Wow.
There's no way that can legally cover their asses, right?
I know. But this is what they're doing. They think that they're getting a new warning label that will come with placement instructions and a reminder for customers to push a lock button when the range isn't in use to prevent unintentional activation of the stove.
Hey, we've been trying to get stickers for this show for a while. Can't even get them. So
let's ask LG.
Good on them for getting stickers. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now. Perhaps the greatest hour of your life starts now.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning and welcome to your weekend. Here we are on KROQ. Thanks for putting up with us. Thanks for discovering the show. And for all of you that have recently made the switch, nice to meet you. I'm Klein. There's Allie.
Morning.
That is DJ Omar Khan, known as the audio sniper. He's got 5,000 sound effects in front of him that usually make us all look terrible, and he'll play them whenever he damn well pleases. So if you hear us say things out of context, or if you hear us say terrible things, it could be misconstrued as racist or unacceptable. He probably had great balls, or about a guy's balls. These are things that Omar has collected, and he uses them to sabotage us all with sound. That right there is Jake the Nerd. The nerdy guy. Calls himself the arbiter of sound. He's also got a real sweating problem. And in the back room, Postmaster Johnny, Professor Postmaster from UCLA, and Vanessa. Together, we are Klein Alley Show. Pleasure to meet you. Lots to get into this hour on the show, including but not limited to the official Super Bowl prediction. What will happen on Sunday? We think we know, but as you know, every year there's some animal that goes viral, like an octopus or a pig or a chicken, because it was picking the game, prognosticating what the game would be. We've got something better than all that. We got Jake and a couple of plates of food. Whichever plate of food Jake goes to.
And they're both leftovers from last night's party.
Right, leftover food. Jake will walk to one of those plates. And whichever one he walks to...
He's going to run.
Whichever one he eats it.
Whichever one he sprints to will be the winning team. Underneath each of the plates, there's a team, and that's how we'll learn once and for all, officially and scientifically, who will win the Super Bowl. So we'll get to that this hour. Also, Generation Wars. If you want to prove that you are the best representative of Gen Z, or if you think that you are a millennial that can represent all millennials, opportunity for you to win bragging rights for your generation this hour on the show. So we'll get to all of that, all right? It's all coming up. If you need us in the meantime, phone number is 800-520-1067.
Klein Alley, first off, while I do love the show, you are not the Kobe and Jordan of radio.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who are we, though?
More like, I don't know, who's that one kid on Ted Lasso that, like, cleaned the jerseys?
Thank you. Great. Nice little ego check on the way into the brand new hour. Appreciate
it. That was valuable, though.
All the interaction. If you need us, we're here for you. It's a brand new hour of KROQ starts right now. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show on a Friday morning. If you need us, the phone number to join is 800-520-1067. Your last shot to get on the standby boarding list. Travel to Ireland, Dublin, Ireland, to see the Lumineers. Will be coming up in about an hour, less than an hour with us, and then all day long you'll have chances to win here on K-Rock. So, as you know, if you've been keeping track at all, we are into February, and we are still technically doing the New Year's resolutions that we forced upon each other. In a moment, Allie's going to share with us another reconnection call she made with someone from her phone. She was forced to reconnect with people from her past by calling random contacts in her phone and saying just wanted to reconnect with you. And they've been very uncomfortable and awkward every single week.
Yeah, last week I called Margareta, my old neighbor, and she said that she was very busy because she was having lunch and it was very loud.
Yeah, the theme of all of your calls have been people attempting to get off the phone with you almost immediately.
Yes, and I do actually have I made 2 phone calls yesterday. One of them, I ended up on the phone with this woman for a very, very, very long time, and she was talking my ear off about how she is was a Spanish teacher, but now wants to make adult playgrounds.
I love that this is your resolution. It's very sweet. I taught high school Spanish, and COVID kicked my ass out of there because I had to go because I realized that if I was going to do anything creatively.
Hold on. Did you speed this up?
No, she talks as fast.
Yeah. So, something else that I'm hoping to develop in the coming months and years is both developing playgrounds for grown-ups.
Well, did she just say como se dice?
Yeah, she was a Spanish teacher, remember?
Oh my God!
So
you
then
got some weirdos in your phone.
Yeah,
Allie.
she does clowning. I had talked to her for a very, very, very long time while I was on my way to the holiday party. But before that,
She's a clown, you said?
She is also doing clowning, yes. And then when I said where I lived in L.A., she said, well, I did a production of Oklahoma there. And then was talking to me all about her production of Oklahoma. It was extremely long.
And she also need her cocaine hookup for sure.
Yeah. Como se dice 8-ball. She sounds like
I think she knows how to say that in every language.
But this is not the one we're going to hear right now.
No, that was just a one that I got. Just to bring up the point that, even though I am rekindling with people, there are people that do want to rekindle with me. I just have realized why I lost touch with them in the first place.
Well, no offense, but that woman you just played sounds like she would also say all of those things to a completely dead phone.
Well, she also text bombed me as soon as our conversation ended and has been sending me a lot of text messages.
That's the worst part of the forced reconnection with people is that some of the people you reconnect with, you realize why you have not talked to them in 5 years.
Yeah.
You realize why this was an annoying relationship to begin with.
So then I called this other girl in my phone named Julie, and I didn't know who she was. So I was like, I'm just going to call and we'll figure it out.
Hello?
Hi, is this Julie?
Hi, yes, who's this?
Hi, this is Allie, and I think we maybe know each other from Citrus Cafe many years ago.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, my phone says Citrus. I don't remember it, though.
I know, and I don't either. I was just calling because I made a bet with some friends to have a New Year's resolution of revisiting some of the people in my contacts that I haven't talked to in a long time, and then your name came up, and I was like, why don't I call and see who Julie is?
Oh, that's so funny. I don't remember, though. Did you used to work there?
Yeah, I think so. Did you used to work there?
Yeah, my aunt owns the restaurant.
Oh, that's right. Orietta.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, my God. Does she still own that restaurant?
Yeah, she does, but it's closing down soon.
Oh, God damn, Allie. God, it's always so uncomfortable.
I know. And this one I thought was going pretty well.
I mean, she didn't know who you were. You didn't know who she was. You apparently both worked at the same cafe at some point, so that's why you had her number. And she only had you. You had her in your phone as her name.
And she just had me in the phone as the name of the restaurant.
Citrus, which is so insulting.
I don't even have a name.
That she's like, I don't even know this girl's name. I'm not going to bother asking or learning. I'm just going to put her in my phone as Citrus. She put you in as the name of the cafe, which is so insulting.
Oh, no. Why? That's terrible.
Since COVID, there's not really many people in the
building. Yeah, because it was like a build. It was like all the people that worked in the building. Yeah, I was okay. Well, yeah, I was a barista there, and I was making coffee for all the people that worked in a corporate building,
giant building. Yeah, and they don't go anymore.
Exactly.
Man, so what are you doing? What's your life like?
Cool.
Aren't I so good at rekindling?
Man, that's a great question. You should have told her that you read on ChatGPT she won an Oscar.
Shut up.
I'm actually about to pick up my son from school.
And there.
Well, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
And there it is.
I've now reached repeat excuse. Now this is the second time someone's had to pick up their kid from school at an odd time.
At a random time. Just to get up.
at night.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 2 babies. So
Oh, wow.
with that.
Oh, congratulations on that. I will. Yeah. Okay. Well, I will let you get back to your life. I just wanted to say hi, and I'm Allie, and
Nice to hear from you.
yep, and we were
What have you been up
connected.
to? Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just, I have a baby too, and then I'm doing radio now, which is very different than working as a barista, which I actually was really bad at when I worked there. But
Oh, God.
this goes on for another 27 seconds. Do you want to hear it?
Not really, at all.
We did what we had to do to get by.
Yep. I know. I was like one of the first jobs I ever had in LA, $10 an hour.
Yeah.
God damn, is this
She's like,
uncomfortable.
why are you still on the phone?
This is so sad.
Aw, well, I will just let her know that I am thinking about her, and that's cool.
What? Hold on.
Play that again.
This is the tribute that you're giving to her aunt whose
And
restaurant's shutting
cool.
down. Let her know that I'm thinking about her, and that's cool that her restaurant's being shut down. Your first job,
well, I will just let her know that I am thinking about her, and that's cool.
And that's cool.
I will. It was so nice to hear from you. I'll definitely let her know.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Julie.
Block.
Nice talking to you.
You too.
block
Take care.
Okay,
number.
bye.
Block.
There it is.
What was cool? What was you wanted to pass that message on to her aunt?
And that's cool. I was saying that's cool about her life and her kids. I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, great. What a lovely reconnection.
It's funny because I spent so long on the phone with this other girl, and then Julie probably is telling the same story to her friends, going, this girl called me out of nowhere and talked my ear off.
Allie Mush, the Citrus Cafe. Well, there you go. Added to the
It
list.
was a slow mush.
A slow mush, yeah. Well, there you have it. A forced connection. Allie has continued, so that's another week. You've successfully done your New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm.
I am the lowest I've ever weighed right now, courtesy of all of my prep.
So I don't know if you can do another week of that.
No, I can't. If no one breaks by next Thursday, I'm telling you right now, I'll be out because I'm going to start eating a lot today. Just out of curiosity, Jake, you wrote in your journal yesterday?
Of course.
Are you eating right now?
Am I eating right now? No.
Omar, are you going to play
Yeah.
a brand new song on your clarinet today?
I am going to perform a brand new tune that I have been working on.
All right, we'll get to that
yeah,
coming up later this morning. Quick break, back with more show next.
I think everybody here knows what it means to join the Mile High Club, right?
Oh my God! It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 3. Pack your shillelagh, kiss the Blarney Stone, and river dance your way to the pub when you follow the end of the rainbow to a pint of tickets to see the Lumineers in Dublin. Qualify all week and instantly win tickets to a private show with the Lumineers in the intimate, helpful Honda sound space.
But they're a good band. Please welcome the Lumineers, everybody.
You'll get on the standby boarding list to see him again in Dublin. Courtesy of Dual Tone.
This is Wesley from the Lumineers on the World Famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
Everybody does a few gross things by themselves when no one's watching because they think they're by themselves. It's their own shame.
I mean, that's when you start picking at your body.
You pick, you smell, you sniff.
Yeah, if things fall on the floor, you eat them still.
But then there is public gross. Public gross is no good. And we believe that there are two people on the show that are both going to be competing for the title that no one really wants, which is grossest on the show. It's time for the gross off. In this corner, he has A sweating problem that we know about. He walks around with paper towels under his armpits because deodorant can't even help him.
I have social anxiety.
I haven't said it's you yet, Jake. Let me finish the introduction.
Could be me.
It's Jake.
Here's Jake.
He's also got some sort of a digestive issue, which he has.
Ulcerative colitis.
He has a car.
Not digestive. It's an autoimmune disease.
He's a car. All right, Jake wins. Let's get up. The contest is over.
Come on, Klein. Why are we doing this?
And then in the other corner, we have a person that has multiple times eaten stuff out of the garbage because it was thrown out accidentally, doesn't care about expiration dates, and has had multiple rashes, including pink eye, to the point where she earned the nickname Diclops, the lesbian Cyclops, because one of her eyes was swollen shut with crust.
Which has happened multiple times since. But
I just want to hear all the times Omar gags in his own mouth during this competition. So this is going to be a real battle of gross. I'm just letting you know.
Not to make it even worse for myself, but I've also earned nicknames like Poogers and the Onion Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. That'll come up at some point during the quiz.
And she eats on the toilet, too.
She eats on the toilet.
That's nasty.
I'm multitasking.
And she shares a toothbrush with her wife.
To be fair, I
apparently
finished,
dental floss at one point they shared.
That was one time.
Doesn't matter.
And she never flosses.
Okay. All right.
Moving on. Jesus Christ.
Allie's the winner. All right. Let's go. Move on.
You just keep describing each person.
I haven't even gotten to the quiz yet. I mean, we're just in the goddamn intro, and I'm nauseated right now.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was sitting there writing my show email in the same clothes I had exercised in while not showering and sitting on a fabric chair going, maybe I should just own it.
Oh, my God.
Jake and Allie, write down your answers to these questions, and we'll go through this quickly, and then we'll have a palate-cleansing song, which I think we'll all need at that point. And apologies if you're eating during this, or if you've already had a rough week because of the fires, and who hasn't. I'm sorry to make your week even rougher. Maybe someone will listen to this and go, you know what? Could be worse. I could be Allie or Jake. Question number 1. If you drop food on the ground, how likely are you to still eat it?
Can you explain one of the food examples?
And what ground?
Yeah.
See, these are both questions asked by gross people.
They're important questions. Is it my own kitchen floor or is it an outside
You can answer
area?
this as a general, but if you'd like to go ahead and clarify, I think all of you are going to answer grossly, but you're going to defend your grossness because that's what gross people do. So go ahead and write down I'm just in general now. Go ahead. It is a random sampling of grounds and foods. Is it a shish kebab? Is it a field?
All right.
Is it a bathroom floor? Allie, if you're eating on the toilet and something slips out and falls on the floor, are you still eating it? Just answer the question. How?
It depends
I will tell you
on
right,
the floor.
I will
Is
tell
it a gas station bathroom floor or my bathroom?
Guys, I will, without asking any of these
questions. If it's the KROQ floor, no way.
Okay.
Right?
I'm going to say...
if it's the KROQ floor, 10 seconds.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Guys, this is just question 1, please.
Okay.
If you drop food on the ground, how likely are you to still eat it? And please, you're more than welcome to take this quiz yourself. You're sitting in traffic right now. Whatever. Answer, let's see how you would have done. Are you grosser than Jake or Allie? Probably not. Question 2. How often do you wash your hands after going to the bathroom?
Again, this completely depends on where you are.
No, it should not.
No,
it should not, Allie. How often do you wash your hands after going to the bathroom?
Jake, come on. You know what I mean.
Huh?
Allie's going to get a perfect score on the gross quiz.
All right.
323 said the gross off is more exciting than the upcoming NFL playoffs. Didn't Allie admit yesterday she had crabs? Yes, she
I didn't
did.
say I had crabs. I said if you had crabs, you could shave them off.
Jake is not
Keep
gross.
up, keep
He's
up.
handicapped. Someone pointed out. Thank you.
Disabled.
Question number 3. What is the most amount of days in a row you've worn the same underwear? The most amount of days in a row. Why are you humming? What, the most amount of days in a row you've worn the same underwear?
Camping or not camping?
Allie, just answer the goddamn question. Question 4. What do you feel your weakest personal hygiene practice is? Something that you even know you're not proud of. Could be better. What do you think it is? Write it down. Jake, write it down, Allie.
Can you repeat the question?
What do you feel your weakest personal hygiene practice is? If you're just joining us, welcome to the Gross Off. Allie and Jake have fast-forwarded to the finals.
Can you define hygiene for Allie? I don't think she knows what that is.
That's a fair thing, Omar. Can I please? Is it personal hygiene or just hygiene?
Synonyms include cleanliness and just all around not being disgusting. Question 5. If you don't have a toothbrush handy, but need to brush your teeth, what would you do?
Okay.
Or what have you done?
The toothbrush is what's missing?
In this particular example, yes.
Okay.
Question number 6. How many showers or baths do you take weekly? Question
depends on what the week is like.
7. When is the last time you felt gross? Please be specific. The last time you felt gross. Because I think the problem with gross people is a lot of times they don't actually realize how gross they're being. And now this is the lightning round of the Gross Off. So these are going to be rapid fire questions. And this will be if we need to do a tiebreaker, okay? Do you eat crumbs off the table directly or off your own lap? Yes or no?
Oh, wait, say that again?
Crumbs for food you're eating. Off your lap, if they fall into your lap, or onto the table directly that you're eating off
Did
of.
I pay for the meal or did someone buy it for me?
Should not goddamn matter, Allie, at all. Go to question 2. Do you ever turn your own clothing inside out to re-wear it before washing it? Question 3. Have you ever smelled a dirty towel, smelled to see if it was dirty, realized it was, but still used it? Question 4. Pretended to wash your hands after bathroom to not appear gross.
All right. I know that's directed at me, and I did not do that. There was a time where a woman was pooping in the bathroom, and I did run the water.
We're not doing the answers yet. Question. Have you ever eaten something that you found between your car seats?
Is it wrapped?
That's a great question. Is it hard?
In this particular case, it's unwrapped.
Okay.
And then have you ever eaten food that had mold on it, around the mold? And this is
just ridiculous. You're out to get me. This is BS.
I'm not out to get you.
Yeah, because there have been studies saying you can cut off the mold and it's fine.
And finally, something that other people would, agree is gross that you'd like to defend. We'll give you an opportunity to defend something. Okay. We'll come back with the answers. This is the Gross Off. It's a very, very intense look into your own grossness. The results after this. Place your bets on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. About to tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl on Sunday, and we will do it using a scientific method involving plates of leftover food and Jake the Nerd. A lot of times people do this with animals, but we'll do it with a guy that loves leftovers. He's got multiple plates of food in front of him. Once again, the studio smelling like a mix of, I don't want to say what it is. I mean, he'll come in a moment, and it's really whichever his gut takes him to.
Yeah, well, I decided before I left yesterday to fill up a couple of plates.
No, don't come in yet, Jake. We're not ready for you. Wait for your big cue. Okay, you ruin the whole thing.
He's like, food, I ate it.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, hey, can I get a plate for my coworker? And then somebody thought that I was bringing it home to my entire family. And I was like, no, this is just for Jake.
That's what my purse is for, Allie said. I've got my purse full of food. Hey, Eddie, quickly, let's, I don't like leaving people on the phone too long if you call to interact with the show. What's up, Eddie?
Hey, man, I just want to say, screw what that guy said about you not being the radio or the Kobe Jordan of radio, because you are. You totally are. I would even say you're like the Karl Malone of radio.
Wow, what an honor. The Karl Malone of radio. There's no better compliment to get than that, Allie. We're the mailman of radio. Thank you, Eddie, for the kind words. Appreciate you.
Also, greetings from Guatemala, man. I'm listening to you all the way from here.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. I would have been to the Snow Summit if I wasn't here. So,
thank you. Enjoy your trip to Guatemala.
I hope you're there by choice.
Are you there by choice?
Yeah, I'm here visiting family.
Okay,
beautiful.
Good.
All right, wonderful. That's where Omar said he's going to go hide out if he's ever running from a bookie, right? Straight to Guatemala. Isn't that what you said, Omar?
Yep.
That's the place.
He's just going to wander the streets and look for relatives.
Okay, let's talk here. I'm hungry.
All right, relax. Let's go ahead and lock in what we believe our predictions are, and then Jake will come in for the scientific prediction. Of course, game is on Sunday. Eagles, Chiefs. Currently, I believe the Eagles are favored by 1. Is that what I said? Hold on.
I thought you said the opposite.
Maybe it's the Chiefs are favored by 1. Hold on. Let me check. I got to check.
Hold
the
on,
update.
I'll ask ChatGPT.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. Ali, what do you think the final score is going to be? We're going to lock in our predictions. Then Jake will come in.
I
wanna
think
do
it's going to be 34-28, and I think, unfortunately, even though I don't want this to happen, I think the Chiefs are going to win.
All right, you've got what do you have it at? 34-28 Chiefs?
Yeah.
All right. Chiefs are favored by a point. It's been moving. It's going to be a half. By kickoff, I think it's going to be a half. It's 1 now. It's 1.5. Started at 1.5, I believe. Chiefs still favored by a point.
So are you going to, does that mean that you can bet the spread, and if they win by more than a point, then you win or whatever?
Yeah. That means if it stays at 1, pretty much. The one that if they win by 1, and they're supposed to win by 1, your bet kind of gets.
It's just like an even.
It's just
even
you
money.
don't win, you don't lose. So. All right, Omar, final score. What do you think it's going to be?
Well, let's see. On one side, you got Patrick Mahomes and
Nailed
Kelsey, and then A.J. Brown, and then you have S. Barkley, and then Jay Hurts. And you know what?
Barkley?
Yep. Omar's a huge fan.
Jay Hurts is going to put the hurts on the Chiefs. So I think the Eagles are going to take it, and the final score is going to be 36-34.
High scoring affair. Omar's got the Eagles.
I just looked up his names really quick.
We can tell.
We were doing
S. Barkley.
S. Barkley.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What do you think? If you had to guess what the S stood for, what would you guess?
Sam.
Nailed it. Sam Barkley. That sounds like a fast guy.
It's so not Sam.
Vanessa, I know you've been playing the games all weekend, and eventually we will have to get to the Klein's Lines pick where you and I will battle it out. But go ahead. What do you think right now?
I'm thinking it sounds right to me, 28-30.
All right.
But who wins?
Great. Doesn't matter. That's all she was thinking.
Eagles win.
Eagles win 28-30. All right. An interesting way to announce that.
30-28.
Yeah, I heard it. We all heard it. Johnny, we'll let you get in on this. You are a UCLA professor. Everyone's got their theories. Why are we any dumber and or smarter than the, quote, analyst that will be actually calling the game? Johnny?
Let's go ahead and say Eagles at 14 and the Chiefs at 28.
28-14.
I think it's going to be low scoring for the Eagles.
All right. Anyone else? Jake, you're going to come in a moment and pick using plates of leftover food. That'll
What
be
about you?
Well, listen. I put a lot of thought into this, way too much thought. And then I realized every thought I have doesn't matter because
I put not a lot of thought into it.
Because once I read the article that said the following, the NFL has already come up with an agreement with Pat Riley to use his trademark phrase, three-peat, which he owns the trademark for because of the Lakers. Or was it I forget when he got that. I think that was Lakers, right? So anyway, he has the phrase three-peat. It's a completely copywritten phrase. The NFL has already worked a deal with Pat Riley so that they can immediately use the phrase three-peat on merchandise. Oh, yes. Now the argument...
Can't you just come up with something different?
Nah, they want three-peat. Everyone loves three-peat.
Can't you say three-peat?
You could, Allie, but that would be stupid. So
I love that.
No one trademarked that.
I thought to myself,
and it's a three-peat.
Do I see a bunch of children in a third world country wearing a three-peat hoodie because they couldn't sell them here because the Chiefs did not win? Or do I see a bunch of fat Midwesterners walking around wearing their three-peat gear?
Ugh,
and that's what I see.
Worst.
So based on all of that, I do think the Chiefs will win the game, although I think it will be close. It'll be decided by a field goal or less.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this game at like 28-24, 28-26. I'll just lock it in at 28-26 Chiefs. That's how I have it. And that's what I think it'll be. But it doesn't matter because Jake is good.
1, 2, 3.
No, they're not going to do that, Alec. That's offensive for all parties involved.
Oh.
I want a treat, Pete.
Jake is now going to enter the studio. There's 2 plates of leftover food here.
Yeah, if you're looking on the live stream on YouTube, KROQ's
Hold on,
YouTube,
don't come in.
we've got all this here. So you can see 2 plates of food
Jake,
and the logos.
Back out. Wait, back out, Jake. Jesus Christ, he's so hungry. All right, so everyone can watch along on YouTube right now if you'd like to. We've seen this happen before with animals. A lot of animals like to predict the games, but what will happen when our very hungry Jake the Nerd comes in? 2 plates of leftover food.
I mean, he's going to eat both of them. It's which one he eats first, right?
Exactly.
Whichever plate he goes to first.
And I think the 2 favorite things that he would have liked from the buffet.
So one of the plates, we will tell you right now, has
food.
Pasta on it, bow tie pasta, the fanciest of the pastas.
And the linen.
And then the other plate has some steak on it. Now, I would think, Jake...
It's like a chimichurri steak,
Yeah.
and the pasta
Nice.
is like a cheesy pasta.
Right. So I could see... We don't know which team goes with which plate yet. We'll find out at the end. So this will be your scientific way of determining who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Did you guys heat up the food?
It doesn't matter. Oh, we did? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
What a treat.
yeah, I don't think it matters. No, Jake, you'll be eating this like an animal with your hands and mouth only. All right. So whenever you're ready now, get ready. This is happening as we speak. This will be your determining factor. Who will win this weekend's Super Bowl?
It's the prognosticator.
All right, here he is. The prognosticator is coming in.
Oh, no, he's doing a bit.
The prognosticator is looking. He's looking at the first plate. He's made his way over to the noodles. He's studying the noodles. Is there something in that bow tie pasta? But then he looks over. Oh, hold on. He's grabbing a fork. He's grabbing the fork. The fork is... all right. He used the bow tie pasta fork, but immediately reached over and started grabbing the steak. He is eating the steak. Allie, which team?
No, he's not eating the steak.
Oh, he's not eating the steak.
No.
Oh,
Are you
He's
okay,
eating-
Klein?
I thought he
don't
was.
know.
Hold on. He's moved over.
He's clearly eating the pasta.
I can't. I'm not looking
You
at the
think that
YouTube.
that's steak?
I got monitors in
You
front
can
of
look
me.
with your eyes. You don't have to look at YouTube.
You're
You
in
can
the same room,
see.
you
All
dumbass.
right, so Jake, hold on. So Jake grabbed the fork from next to the steak, and then he went over to the pasta. Allie,
Just he's eating the pasta, right? He picked the pasta.
which team is that? Which team is the pasta?
That's Chiefs. Are you
Chiefs.
right in front of you?
I can't see any of this. I got goddamn computers in front of me. Jake, the prognosticator.
Are you so lazy that you won't stand up for this bit? Jesus, man.
Omar, I'm
I
afraid
have no idea.
if I stand up, I'm afraid I'm going to crap myself. I can't stand up. Jake has just picked
Pasta over steak.
the Kansas City Chiefs to
Yeah,
win the
steak looks
Super
weird.
Bowl based on his prognosticating with the big plate of pasta.
The steak looks like it has moss on it.
That's chimichurri sauce.
chimichurri,
It looks
idiot.
like moss,
Well, it's chimichurri.
but it looks like moss.
But what-
Yeah, but you're going to eat it
Yeah,
anyway.
can I ask you a question? If we said to you we have a steak with moss on it, you would still eat it.
But I would need to know it's moss, though.
All right, it's chimichurri.
And it's not medium rare either. It's brown the whole way through.
my
It's kind of
God.
like, man.
So, Jake, are you going to eat it all anyway?
Yeah, I still eat it.
Okay, good. There you go. All right. No, this was stupid. But now we
2
know
days
who's
in a
gonna
row,
win. That's
Jake's
why.
getting fed.
He's very happy. Jake's looking fat, by the way. I should point that out. He's putting on a lot of weight for the record.
Way to throw in a fat shake.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Someone said the more interesting bet you should be putting money on is how many people will actually show up to Allie's Super Bowl party. That is the real question. We should put in a lock on the over-under there. Allie invited a lot of people. She said she's been getting a lot of lukewarm responses and a lot of maybes, and I'll see if I can swing by. And
Katie,
someone claimed, let's do it again another weekend, to which case...
She said, we'll have to catch it next time.
Next time. That's someone that pushed it off for an entire year.
Well, I did
What do you think the number's going to be? How many people legitimately got invited? Like, of everyone that you sent
honestly, not that many.
But did 10 people, 20 people? Like, what was it?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Of the 10 you invited, do you believe that you'll have... I'm going to set the over-under at 3, and I'm including you, Katie, and your son.
That's all of us. That's just us in the house.
So will it be over or under 3?
Klein, I know there's at least 4 people attending.
You
Guaranteed.
You think you've got 4 coming no matter what?
Yes. And then I think that there's going to be another 4 if they're, available. But
Can I
also... Sure. Come on over, Jake.
I'm busy.
God damn it. All right. Shut up and eat your stupid warm steak. Katie said that she thinks it'll change people's minds if she does an Apple invite because she wants to use the new invitation app to create an invitation, and she wants me to write a catchy and funny description to entice people. And she also pitched the idea of getting a bigger TV.
Okay, so I was going to bring that up right now. I'm glad. I've been to your place before. It's not...
Big enough?
It's the TV situation is not ideal for...
I don't have one of those big, roundy couches that has, cup holders in it.
I think that if you are the type of person
I have
that
just
wants
a regular couch.
I think that there's a big responsibility. If you're the type of person that's going to say, hey, come over and watch the game at my place, there are certain expectations that the person showing up would have of the person. Because I have gone to places where I said, they figured it out. They got it right. They had the right amount of a dish. They had TVs. And then there were places where I'd show up and go, what's going on here? We got one. Hold on. Is this one little TV? We're going to get. That's
it's
it.
Not a little TV. It's a 55-inch TV.
It's fine. It's not Super Bowl fine.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to commit to buying a giant TV and mounting it over the weekend. That's going to go horribly wrong.
I'm going to Costco after the show today. Today is my favorite day to watch people at Costco. I like to give out the good shops. Today is the best good shop day of the year.
So you think I should buy a TV right now?
You got to get a big TV.
You're saying that to sabotage me.
And I'm not saying to get rid of the 55. You put the 55 in the kitchen or the bathroom. You have multiple.
Kitchen.
Of course. You have
such a big TV for the kitchen.
You're right. And let me tell you who appreciates that.
Kitchen.
That's the great... There is nothing that makes people happier than a lot of TVs, especially for Sunday. Sunday is the day.
Right.
I think every day should be looked at like Super Bowl Sunday. I really do feel like that. I think every day. But this is the one where if you walk into someone's house and they've taken their computer monitors, put the game on, maybe they got a projector. Like Vanessa, she doesn't even have a TV. Vanessa's got a little projector. And she lays in bed and she projects TV on her ceiling and she watches it.
Right.
That's a great day to pull that.
Ooh, Ali, yes, get a projector.
You got to get a
Where
projector.
do I get a projector?
Lots of places.
That's going to be a disaster, guys.
I know a guy in a van
that's
that's selling
up for
them.
failure.
No. You got to get. I'm telling you, if you are the person, if you feel like we should have people over for the game. Everyone's had that thought before.
Because we're like the football people of our group,
right?
Like nobody else cares.
Right.
Yeah. So we were like, well, if anybody's going to do it, it's supposed to be us.
Right, it's the lesbians.
Yeah, everyone's expecting to come over to our house. And it's just sort of happening, so now we're just making it a thing.
Yeah, so I think it's important. Was your plan to just have people watch one TV?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What?
That's embarrassing.
Guys, what do I do?
Because the idea is that the TV, no one wants...
I just got an RSVP, and now I'm nervous.
Oh, it's a no. I bet it's a no.
No, it's a yes, but I'm scared now. Maybe I should uninvite everybody.
Hold on. Roy on KROQ, good morning.
Hi, morning, Sweet Divots.
Sweet Dips, Roy. What's up?
So Costco has that large TLC for $13.50 right now. So if Allie hooks herself up, that's what you should watch it on.
That's so much money.
How big is that TV? Is that the 100-incher or the 90-incher or something?
98 inches.
98 inches.
Too many inches,
No,
guys.
it's not.
I don't need a 98-inch TV. That's absurd. That's bigger than my wall in my living room.
Let me tell you who's going to appreciate that. The people that show up. They're going to be like, damn.
I understand what I'm interested in is how I can set up multiple TVs in different areas because then people don't feel like they're glued to the living room.
Hey,
that I understand.
Chris, what's up?
Hey, Costco has like the best return policy. Just buy a big ass TV and just return it day after.
What's that line going to be like on Monday with all the TV returns at Costco?
It's so funny.
It's just going to be an entire line of people.
Of like people with those giant pallet carts.
Giant pallet carts of TVs. Just a whole parade of TVs, and everyone's got their stupid lie ready to go. I didn't plug into the outlet properly.
Seems unanimous on the text line that 55 inches is not living room big anymore and is definitely not big enough for a Super Bowl.
It's not. It's a subpar bowl at best. And that is...
Yeah, but then how am I supposed to mount? I can't mount a TV that big without a time. I need time.
You need to send a follow-up invite to the people you invited and let them just prepare them for this. Just want to let you all know. All I got is it's one TV, it's 55 inches.
I'll put it on the catchy description.
Yeah.
You want 55 inches of fun?
You know when people do party goes till question mark?
Yeah.
You could just do TV size, question mark. It's not going to be
RSVP by today.
And if you're throwing a Super Bowl party, no pressure on you. I get it. You want to have people over. Just understand, if you're going to go small on the TV, you need to do multiples. It's got to be total amount of inches. You got to say, my party has a total of 587 inches of viewing.
714 said, I have 8 TVs in a 4-bedroom house.
They're right. That's the ratio.
You need at least 2 TVs going for the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you. Hey, hold on. Dennis, listen to this, Allie. Go ahead, Dennis, quickly.
I got an extra TV. Let's help each other. My nephew is moving out of his apartment, wants to get rid of his 55-inch. He's practically giving it away.
This guy could give you, Allie, this guy could give you a used TV. You go double 55. Now you're up to 110 inches of viewing.
Dude, yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? Put them on top of each other?
Great idea.
What?
Great idea.
How am I supposed to do this?
Figure it out. You're throwing the party. Figure it out.
Now I want to cancel the party.
That's the goal here. We'll be right back. We got some tickets for you to go see the Lumineers, not only at KROQ, but also potentially you'll see them in Dublin, Ireland. Going to get you on the standby boarding list. That is in less than 15 minutes right here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
We are Klein Alley Show. But enough about us. In our studio right now, the great Marcus Mumford of Mumford & Sons is here.
Hello.
I would say that of all the KROQ artists, you would be on the Mount Rushmore of KROQ artists.
That's very sweet. I've just walked past the kitchen where we played.
I remember you guys played a very memorable set right there in that kitchen. Of all the venues you played, that's got to be one of the most memorables.
And then you guys very politely put our picture on the wall before I got here.
Yep,
which is very sweet of you as well.
Oh, they're already taking it down. They just put the offspring back up. There you go.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain's coming in soon. That's why that picture's up.
We just keep waiting. We say if we hang his picture,
he'll come in eventually.
He'll come back. I know you have an announcement, but the announcement is not really an announcement. It's an announcement about an announcement.
I'm here to talk about absolutely nothing. That's why I'm here. Yeah.
Well, they were very strict with us about how we have to tease an announcement that's not happening now. It's happening later, but we can't talk about it. But we should talk about it.
I'm just living in fear that I mess it all up or say what I think Vanessa referred to as a bad word. And I checked out some of my bad words on her, and apparently they're all bad.
Yeah, because
there were none of them that got through the Vanessa filter.
Yeah, she's very strict about the
I can't say bad words, and I can't tell you what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this year.
So why are you
with
here?
New music out? So I'm just here to hang out.
We'll take you.
Make sure my picture's still on the wall.
Cool. Yeah, we'll just talk about the Super Bowl then.
That's right. That's what everyone's talking about. You're going to watch it?
I'm going to watch it with glee.
Yeah.
Are you rooting for anybody, or do you care?
Well, here's the thing. I think circa 1990, whatever it was, if you're a neutral and you're watching that Jordan team the first time with the three-peat, you probably want to see history made, right? So I suppose I'm supporting the Chiefs, but that make me very unpopular with some of my greatest friends in Philadelphia. So
yeah. Except their fan base is a terrible fan base. But those aren't your words; those are my words. But we were talking about this earlier. It's interesting because you were born right here in Southern California.
Yes, I think you referred to me as playing both sides.
Yeah, you could. You could play. Yeah, because you could play both sides. And I wonder is it ever useful to you to be the Californian or as opposed to the fine, upstanding British gentleman?
I whip it out.
You do
every now and then. Yeah, it's like a little trump card.
Right.
Well, that's probably the wrong word, actually. I sang California with Joni Mitchell at the Hollywood Bowl, and at that moment, I was very much from California.
Right.
And then when we're discussing political issues at home in the UK, very much not an American.
Right,
anymore.
got it. So you can play both sides.
I'm a dual citizen, so I feel like a spy at the airport because I got 2 passports, and I'm very proud of that. Actually, I really am.
I know that one of the things we can talk about is, and we're going to listen to Rushmere in a second. It's your single that's doing very well right now, but also the name of the album that'll be out on March 28th. First album you guys have put out in I think 7 years as a band. You did some solo stuff. Did you miss doing the collaborative thing?
Yes.
Very much
with
so.
all my heart. Yeah,
right.
I was longing to get back, and it actually started for us 2 years ago in Los Angeles. I was living here, and Ted and Ben both came out, and we just started by playing some instruments together in the room, and then these songs started coming.
So was there a plan then to create a new album, or that just started happening?
It was like, let's just see how it feels. This is a choice. It's not, we don't have to do this. You know, no one's forcing us to do this. Let's do it if it feels right. And these songs just started pouring out of us. And it's been 2 years. It's been the most prolific 2 years of my life.
So then how was it then just doing your own solo thing? Did it feel a little lonely because you're so used to working with these guys?
I was surrounded by really wonderful collaborators, people like Phoebe Bridgers and Monica Martin, Danielle Ponder, Blake Mills, all these cats that I really admire that I wanted to work with and haven't been able to, you know, in the band setting for, you know, because you can't work with everyone. So I got to, you know, enjoy leaning into some of those collaborations. I was surrounded by people, but I really missed the band, and everyone wanted to come back and just see what it felt like. Ted and Ben and I just in a room together, see what it felt like, and it felt great. And now we're sitting on all this material, and I'm not allowed to talk about it all, but there's a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs. So we're starting here, and yes, with Rushmere, which comes out in March, but there's a lot of songs.
And you got to kill ones that you probably think are great, but there's just not space, even though...
Yeah, we've edited it down to like 60 or something. There's a lot of songs.
60?
Yeah, there's a lot.
You've whittled it down to 60?
Well, it's been 2 years in the studio.
Dang.
Yeah, and also they were apart for some time, too, so think of all that just comes flowing out again. I was thinking about this, because I know you did the theme song, or like theme music, the score for Ted Lasso. That was you, right?
Yeah.
That was your doing, and what a successful show that has been. I saw this thing the other day that said the band Devo, one of their songs is used on the show Ridiculousness, which, as you know, on MTV just plays around the clock. It's just nonstop, and they're making millions of dollars from that. When you provide a theme song for a show and it becomes a very successful show, that's got to feel so much better than if your music gets put on a show that's canceled after 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think so. Although, you know, because of the format that show's watched, most people just know the drum fill that go digga digga dig, yeah, and then it's skip intro.
Right, I'll skip it.
Yeah, so they just hear the digga digga, yeah.
So you get paid for the first 3 seconds there.
Yeah, no, not at all, really. But yeah, and I think it was when they won a bunch of Emmys, it was just that drum fill on that first note, and then they cut it.
So when you watch Ted Lasso, I'm sure you do. Do you skip intro, or do you sit through your song?
I've never watched it because I watched it because I scored the first 2 seasons, so I watched it a lot. Like that, it took me a lot of time and energy.
Marcus, you have a couple Grammys under your belt. Your beautiful wife, Carrie Mulligan, also has an Oscar. She
doesn't yet, actually.
She hasn't gotten it yet?
It's a source of real contention, actually. Yeah, no.
Thanks for bringing that up, Ali.
No, I thought she won an Oscar last year.
No, she's been nominated 3 times for Best Actress.
She didn't win for Maestro?
She did not, but this is the thing about that's why a nomination is like a win, because no one really remembers.
Okay, but she has many awards, and so do you, is my point. And do you have an awards room? Do you have a place where you put them all? Or are they just in a bathroom?
That's exactly where they are. Yeah, they're in our downstairs loo.
So do you have a competition that I have more awards than you, Carrie? Oh, nominated. Man, that must be rough.
Do you know what? There's some really questionable ones. Anything that's glass doesn't really count as an award.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's glass.
Or it's just an innocuous shape.
Yeah, and there's some good ones that are certificates, you know. I think Grammy nominations are cool, but they're certificates. You don't get a statuette. I suppose you have to win.
You get like a diploma almost from the Grammys that say you've been nominated?
We watched the Grammys on Sunday. We're here in Los Angeles at the moment for a while, and I watched with my kids, and the first bit comes up and they're like, "Oh, Daddy, you got those?
Yeah,
I recognise that."
That's great. Those are from our bathroom. We have those in our bathroom. That's good stuff. Well, we're going to play Rushmere now, and what would you like to say about it before we put it on KROQ for the masses?
Nothing.
All right, here we go. Let's time. Here it is. You cannot skip this. This is Rushmere, of course. Marcus Mumford in KROQ Studios as we speak. early show. Here's what the next 5 minutes of your life's going to look like. We'll get to your ADD news in a moment, learn what's going on in the world. Then we will get you on the standby list so you can go travel to Dublin, Ireland, see the Lumineers, plus tickets to see them right here. Very intimate show at KROQ in the helpful Honda sound space. Love them Lumineers, and we'll give you not one, but 2 chances to see them coming up in less than 5 minutes right here on KROQ. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
If you're a millennial, you're very familiar with brands like Billabong, Quicksilver, and Viacom. And unfortunately...
Not Viacom.
Not Viacom.
Try that
You're
again.
right. Volcom, sorry.
Hey, you must be a surfer. How do you know?
I love Viacom.
I got a Viacom hat.
Does Viacom exist anymore?
No, I don't think so. That's what this company at one point. At one time,
At one point
I think
it was Viacom.
KROQ was under Viacom, I believe.
So they had together over 100 locations. All of them are going to be shutting down in the next few weeks, and I would imagine most, if not all of them, are within steps of an Orange Julius or a Wetzel's Pretzels, because most of them existed within malls, but their operator, Liberated Brands, filed for bankruptcy, and the reason they said they're going bankrupt is because of fast fashion rivals, and of course also the fact that everyone's online shopping, but fast fashion rivals would be, Forever 21 or Temu, Shein, other online fast fashion brands.
Fast fashion means cheap, made cheap. You wear it a couple times, throw it out.
Yeah, it's something that's in now, probably going to be in for the next 3 to 6 months, and then it's not going to be relevant anymore, and it won't matter because it'll be broken anyway. But you don't care because you at least look good in the moment.
But if you got a sweet pair of Billabong board shorts, you've been rocking those for a while.
Those last forever.
Last for a while. So as a result,
They had some deals right now.
Yeah,
they probably do.
That's the thing about all this stuff, like Party City. I'm a regular at Party City right now because that's going out of business. So now you got to head over to Billabong and Viacom.
You're like a grave robber, Allie. You just wait for these places to announce that they're kaput, and then you finally go in there and start supporting them again. When they really need you is when they're open and operating at business as usual.
Is there a brand, though, or like a chain that you are really sad went away? Because TGI Fridays are closing down, and we were talking about how we're both, like, my wife and I were like, that's, like, I liked TGI Fridays. Remember they had all the kitschy stuff on the walls? And they, like, tied balloons in your hair on your birthday.
They're shutting down those locations?
Yeah.
They are, huh? It's crazy.
And then Chevy's. I was like, what about Chevy's was great.
Oh, that's good.
I thought Chevy's was better than Chili's, but Chili's is doing great, and Chevy's is also going out of business.
Well, and that's the part that's crazy is that, what's the one Omar likes? Applebee's. They're having a moment right now. And Fridays
it's all
can't
about how
survive.
you run the business.
Yeah, go figure.
And then Red Lobster's not doing well, but Red Lobster I thought was just as lovable as Outback Steakhouse, which is doing great.
No, we don't know if they're doing great or not. By the way, the brand Billabong, all those brands will probably... still exist.
They'll be incorporated into other stores.
They're owned by something else. Right?
All right. What is America's favorite movie? It has been decided by the people. This is the most beloved movie of all time, according to a new poll. Do you have any guesses before I reveal the answer?
Freddie Got Fingered.
No, that is not on the list.
It's not on there? What a
Dumb
movie.
and Dumber?
No, but that's such a good one.
That's a great
hold
movie.
on.
Yeah.
This is in the genre of comedy or any
genre. But I would
most loved
most
movie.
of the stuff that's on this list is like family friendly.
Ghostbusters.
No.
Apocalypse Now.
No, these are all great movies.
Back to the Future?
No.
Oh, hold on. Let me think about this. It's got to be a movie I've never seen. Babe, Pig in the City.
You've never seen Babe, Pig in the City?
Dude, that's a great movie.
That's a great movie,
See?
too.
I knew you guys would react that way. That's why I assumed it's probably on the list.
Ugh.
This is the #1 movie universally loved by everyone.
Air Bud?
I know the star of Air Bud.
I know you. The dog or the person?
The person. Kevin Zeger.
Dog's
Nice guy.
definitely dead.
All right, I got it. I got a real guess. Best movie of all time. I'm going to say it was probably a movie that came out in the 80s because I think that's when people cared about movies a lot more. It'll be
close.
A Big.
Oh, man, that's so funny that's your guess.
Or
because it is a Tom Hanks movie, but it's not big.
Forrest Gump, that's what I was going to guess.
Yep.
But I thought, I didn't think, what's funny, because I thought Forrest Gump, it's whatever. It's no Benjamin Buttons, but it's whatever.
Oh, Goonies.
Run, Forrest! Run!
I'm not a smart man, Jenny.
Yeah.
But I'm a good man or whatever.
Right. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
That's the #1 movie of all time.
But if you think about that, that's America's favorite movie. And if you think about it, yeah, because you have to think about it in terms of what movies would you leave on if you came across them on regular television in a hotel. And Forrest Gump I probably would leave on, but Goodfellas, Great
Casino.
movie. Casino. Shawshank.
Shawshank.
I can't believe Shawshank's not on that list. Pretty Woman. Like, all these movies come up on, just whatever channel when you're scrolling, and then you're like, oh man, this is such a good movie. And
the E.T. on that list?
Text line is overwhelming with Home Alone. It's a universally loved movie by children, adults alike.
I think that's just the most favored Christmas movie. I don't think that's the best movie of all time. It was Forrest Gump, followed by The Wizard of Oz, Titanic, The Lion King, and Dirty Dancing, which is actually a terrible movie, but I think because it's so terrible, it's very loved. But the average American has seen their favorite movie at least 38 times.
I feel like Forrest Gump seems like such a commitment to sit through. It's such a long movie that if it was on...
And, kind of nothing happened. Like, it's just about his life, and then it's like, now I'm playing ping pong, now I'm running, now I love Jitty, and then that's kind of it. But
drink a lot of Dr. Peppers.
What other movie has created a very successful restaurant chain?
Well, that's a good point. That's one of the best, right?
Because
there.
we were walking by a Bubba Gump, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe these restaurants still exist. And Katie was like, these had to have existed before the movie. I was like, no, these were created for the movie.
Forrest Gump just scored above Philadelphia in the list best AIDS movies. Also, which is crazy. I can't believe they have that list.
And then finally, just wanted to update. I know I mentioned this earlier. This Alaskan Air, it's not Alaskan Air, but this flight that was going through Alaska was it was a Cessna aircraft, and it was supposed to be landing at around 4:00, and it's now known as an overdue aircraft, and it's gone missing with 9 passengers and a pilot on board, and they're conducting ground searches, and they're also searching in open water for this plane, and it's just one of many obviously plane problems that have been happening over the last week and a half, with planes obviously going down and then planes clipping each other, and there was like a wing on fire the other day, so it doesn't help for anybody who has a fear of flying. Just up that Xanax prescription.
714 says, I had eaten at a Bubba Gump's 3 times before I even realized the restaurant was based on a movie. That seems impossible.
Well, and I walked by and it's like they got all the merch. They're and it's got all the quotes on it from the movie. I'm like, still we're doing this?
In this guy's world, he thought they made a movie based on a restaurant, which is crazy. Go figure. That's wild. All right, we get into a brand new hour of the show right now. The first thing we do is make you a big fat winner. And your chance to do that is right now. 800-520-1067. Lumineers tickets here at KROQ, and again, a spot on the standby boarding list to travel to Dublin, Ireland, and be a part of KROQ's Mile High Club. If you want in on all that, be caller 20 right now. 800-520-1067. Here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your weekend. It is a great weekend to be alive. Super Bowl weekend is here. It brings everyone together. Great food spreads. It's my favorite eating day of the year by far. I just think the food is, other than that one random veggie platter that gets put up there and everyone just has to look at it and eventually someone says, who wants to take this home? I love the wings, the pizzas. It is coincidentally this year of all years, National Pizza Day falls on Super Bowl Sunday.
Wow.
It is already a day where more pizzas are eaten, consumed, ordered than any other day.
Fine.
So it's such a great time to be alive and not feel bad about all of the eating we will do. Also, Sunday happens to be a lot of people's cheat days. If you try to eat healthy during the week, it's just a perfect storm of gluttony, and I love it.
Man, there's a lot of great Sundays coming up. Also, Easter is on 4/20 this year.
Works out well.
Which is exciting
Great
as
day
well.
for candy. I wanted to point out 562's text, which I think is they're echoing what we're all thinking. OMG, Allie, what the hell do you mean by nothing happens in Forrest Gump? Literally everything happened in that movie.
Yeah, but it's also just the guy living his life.
It is a movie where truly every historic event in our entire lifetime happened. And you
then
called
he goes to war, and that happens, and then the Lieutenant Dan blows his legs off.
I couldn't think of a worse description of Forrest Gump than nothing happens. But yet that's how Allie sums it up. Her brain ain't working right.
I'm just saying, there's a ton that happens in Goodfellas.
Someone said that the best movie ever is probably the one that Carey Mulligan won the Oscar for. Which was that again?
That was Maestro. I actually only watched half of that movie. But a lot of people are pitching what they think should be America's best movie. Princess Bride, Wolf of Wall Street, Vanilla Sky, The Birdcage, Red John, Green Mile.
The Robin Williams movie?
Yeah.
You can have a favorite
That's
movie.
a great movie.
Yeah, well, you would have to say that.
Why? Because I'm a woman?
That's right. We go to Long Beach, California, and we say hello to caller 20, and that puts us on Andrea. Good morning, Andrea.
Oh, my God, I'm caller 20?
You are caller 20 for real.
Oh, my God!
That's pure joy right there. This is exactly what Mahomes will feel like on Sunday after he wins the Super Bowl for the third time. Congratulations. You have gotten yourself tickets to see the Lumineers with us right here at KROQ in a very intimate little helpful Honda sound space. And we're going to write your name down. It's the final name we're putting on the standby boarding list. We'll have more chances to win throughout the day. And Monday morning, if you get a call from a strange number around 7 a.m., please pick up because it's us telling you you're packing your bags and going to Dublin, Ireland. All right?
That's so early, but I will pick up that number for sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for starting your day here on KROQ. Another satisfied listener, we at least believe. This hour on the show, we got another prop bet to get through because there's a lot of prop bets you can wager on. We will talk to someone representing a millennial and someone representing Gen Z. They will battle it out to figure out which generation reigns supreme this week. So if you are a Gen Z or a millennial and you would like to put the weight of an entire generation on your shoulders, you can get on the phones now at 800-520-1067. We got Generation Wars coming up a little bit later this hour. Prizes up for grabs, and so much more. We will come back. So much more. But first, your Lincoln Park right here on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. But if you'd like more time to prepare, Omar, we can do that as well. I know that you've been...
I am ready to go whenever.
Okay. This is exciting. You're about to get a live musical performance. I know what you're thinking. In a week where we've already had the great Marcus Mumford of Mumford & Sons in the studio, how could we potentially outdo ourselves? Jesus.
I can't believe Omar didn't perform at the holiday party last night.
You know what's amazing, too, is that we really...
Hey, did they make Johnny dress up as anything?
No, they didn't, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think he said he wasn't going to go, and that's why they didn't ask him to do anything.
Oh.
We should have done this the other day when Marcus was here, because last time Omar played his clarinet, we forced him to perform it while Tom Morello was sitting waiting to come in the studio. And I think it's extra fun that all of these
super embarrassing,
all of these amazing musicians that have really shaped the DNA of this format in this radio station are now forced to listen to Omar attempt to tackle the clarinet, an instrument that...
But he offends Grammy nominated and winning artists, but also people, just regular people that
in their cars.
Either know how to play instruments or don't.
So last week, Omar surprised us all with his rendition of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. This was his forced resolution to learn a new hobby. The hobby we gave him was we wanted to do tuba, but we couldn't afford a tuba, so we ended up on clarinet. He couldn't find a clarinet for a while, ended up getting a used one that he claims is broken and full of spit. So
it is broken. I can't even... Man.
He said that his progress is starting to plateau because of the quality of the clarinet.
Right.
That's correct.
And we actually did have a few people that have offered to take the clarinets away from their own children and give them to you so you can have a working clarinet.
So they could beat Omar.
So they could beat Omar with the clarinet. Omar, whenever you are ready, last week you gave us Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. What will you be playing for us this week?
I want you guys to guess it. I think I'm that good. I want you guys to guess what I'm going to be playing, okay? What I am playing.
Okay.
Here we go.
I have zero idea. I think in his head,
Are you kidding?
I know what it is.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Do it again, Omar?
Oh,
I mean, I hate to say that, but do it again?
Hold on.
Because he had to learn a song a week. That was the deal.
Hold on.
Al, you really think you know this one?
I know what it is, yes. This is worse.
Yeah, first time I had it, dude.
The
You
first
threw me
time it
off,
was
man.
better.
Hold on.
Come on, man.
Jake.
You can't do that to me.
Jake, you know what it is?
That sounded like rush hour traffic to me.
Omar, are you playing the sounds of rush hour traffic?
I am not. I'm not. Here,
I'm going to say
want me to play the original?
It's the 4:05 at 4:30 p.m. on a Friday. That's my guess.
I'll play you the original.
All right, go ahead. Is that what he's playing?
Yeah.
You hear it now?
Hold on. Let me hear you play it together now. Hold on. Let me hear them together. Here we go. This will be the song you need to get you in the right mindset for the weekend. This is Omar. I hate to say it, Omar, but you know what? You learned another song.
You did.
You survive another week.
I asked my daughter to help me with the notes, dude. She was looking at me like,
She's
what
like,
are
what?
you having me do?
Well, there you have it.
Take that, Twinkle, Twinkle.
Someone said he's clearly playing the score from Forrest Gump, America's favorite movie. We got to take a break. Congratulations. You've survived another week. When we get back, all right, millennials are all over the phones right now. Gen Z, it's your time to shine. 800-520-1067. We battle one millennial versus one Gen Zer. It's a generation wars. Prize up for grabs. Tickets to go see John Mulaney, Yamava, plus $50 to play the slots. And more importantly, bragging rights for your entire generation. Every generation likes to talk about why they're the best one and why the one before them or after them sucks.
Especially Gen Z and millennials. They love going at it.
So we've got some questions to figure it out. It's a generation war for the ages, and we'll do it next. Call now to play.
I think everybody here knows what it means to join the Mile High Club, right?
Oh my God!
It's the KROQ Mile High Club. Get lucky and see your favorite KROQ bands in places all over the world. Destination 3. Pack your shillelagh, kiss the Blarney Stone, and river dance your way to the pub when you follow the end of the rainbow to a pint of tickets to see the Lumineers in Dublin. All week can instantly win tickets to a private show with the Lumineers in the intimate, helpful Honda sound space.
But they're a good band. Please welcome the Lumineers, everybody.
You'll get on the standby boarding list to see them again in Dublin. Courtesy of Dual Tone.
This is Wesley from the Lumineers on the World Famous KROQ.
From Monster Tour Water, straight up water, nothing else. Visit monstertourwater.com to find a store near you.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Imagine all the things you can do when you're away. And then imagine all of the other things you can do while you're asleep. You may not remember those things.
Some people get out of their beds and drive full-on cars in their sleep.
This is the story that is circulating, making the rounds right now. And then we'll get to your stories, and we got some Disneyland tickets up for grabs as well. So if we get you on the air and we enjoy your story, there's a good chance we reward you with 4 tickets to Disneyland. Take a listen. This is the story, and first the celebration.
She's away!
This is the moment a 10-year-old girl was found safe thanks to the help of thermal drone technology.
What a story. First of all, didn't realize thermal drone technology was a thing, and now that I've heard about it, awesome. Very cool. Love it.
Think of all the weird stains we can look at through drone footage.
It won't be long before Inside Edition is using that technology to figure out if your hotel sheets have jizz on them, because that's what they do, and boy, they take that job seriously.
Hold it. Why do you have
They move over black lights. We've got thermal drone technology to determine which disgusting hotel you're staying in next. But here we go. This is the good story.
Peyton Saint-Nan went missing at 10 p.m. Saturday night. Officials say she went sleepwalking into the woods near her home.
The neighbors had already been looking for her for about an hour.
I mean, that is...
You think your kid's been kidnapped?
Of course, think everything. The last thing you think is they just went sleepwalking into the woods.
Other than some mosquito bites, she was perfect. It's truly a miracle that she was unharmed.
It's really scary, too, because if you look at the footage, you just see this child in fetal position laying in the woods, which if you're a parent, you're like, oh, my God, they found her. Is she even alive? And then they just kind of nudge her, and she wakes up and just gets up, and she's like, la, la, la. Kind of like Demon Child.
Looked like she was having the best sleep ever.
Yeah.
Like, I would hate to wake her up. Like, maybe her folks are fighting or something. She's like, F this noise, I'm going to go take a nap.
Yeah. Didn't your kid have weird sleep terrors where she was, like, trying to kill you?
No, not trying to well, yes, actually.
I can see that.
Yeah. But I think that she was awake when that happened. I think she would, like...
You're a stupid man.
She would just wake up in the middle of the night and start screaming, and I would go in there and be like, hey, everything's cool. She's like, wah! And attack my face. And I was like, what is going on here? Like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing.
Ambien's a hell of a drug, isn't it?
Oh, man. So anyway, I think because, listen, I do believe because of we've talked about this before, but the industry of sleep gummies and all of the...
Everyone is taking something to sleep.
And as a result, I think it's having weird effects on people that are now they're going to sleep, but then they're somehow waking up and doing weird stuff. And you always hear these stories. Sometimes people check out like their own surveillance footage of their own house, like, oh my God.
And it's so creepy when you see somebody who looks awake, but they're not.
Samantha, what did you do while sleeping? That is the question. Go ahead. Samantha.
Well, I do.
Are you asleep right now?
I called a crappy morning show.
Go ahead, Samantha.
I do take Ambien for sleep. I have since my son was born. I wouldn't be able to sleep without it. One night I took it, and I guess I got up, drove to Jack in the Box. Yeah. And my husband noticed I wasn't in bed, and he tracked my phone and found out I was at Jack in the Box.
Whoa.
And so, yes, I was in the drive-thru. I was ordering. He pulls up and tells me, come with me. And I don't remember any of this, but I guess I told him I wouldn't leave without a Jumbo Jack. So he had to wait for me to order.
You're right. You're not wrong.
He let you order while you were sleeping.
And then I left my car at Jack in the Box. We came home, and ever since then, he puts a baby gate at the top and the bottom of the stairs.
No.
So I won't leave, yes.
It's kind of sad when the baby gate is being
it's
used
for you.
It's being used for you.
And it's so easy to step over it.
Yeah.
Let's get our Jumbo Jack. But it's at the top. But it's at the top of our stairs, so I'll fall down the stairs if I...
Well, what happened to the Jumbo Jack? Did you get it home with you?
I ate it, yeah. He says I ate it.
Okay, good.
Dude,
good.
I'm amazed that people can drive. Like, you think about autopilot when you're actually awake while driving, but you're in autopilot and you're not really thinking about turning. I guess that's what your brain is doing. You're just able to function and able to make turns and drive safely while you're totally asleep.
I'm blown away by these people that are able to accomplish things while sleeping. Ariana, you're on KROQ. Good morning. What happened?
So I don't think mine is accomplishment, but I have slept walk into the kitchen, opened the drawer where the veggies go, peed in it, and ate a raw egg.
Sure?
Whoa.
Are you sure you were sleeping during this, or was that your excuse the next day?
No, I was sleeping. But it's so weird because I could kind of like vividly remember it the next day, but as I'm doing it, like I just feel like it feels like I'm dreaming on a toilet.
And are you on any sort of like an Ambien or a sleep aid, or was this just all natural?
No. Just natural.
You ate a raw egg, like bit into the shell and everything.
Yeah.
Whoa. And then what? So in the next morning, you go into your fridge and you see just like a bunch of urine sitting in your vegetable crisper, and you're like, oh, it was me again.
Well, let's be honest, that vegetable crisper is the most unused drawer in the fridge.
And
so
urine is probably so sterile, it keeps it fresh.
Right. That is wild. Oh, man.
How did she get in there? Like, what kind of angle? It's so.
I know. That's
what the hell?
I think she pulled it out and sat on it. I actually could see this. I actually think this is kind of a good idea. Yeah, that's the weird. That's the least weird part of the story.
It's like a weird bedpan.
All right, let's say hi to. Man, I can't believe all these things people have done while sleeping. It's really crazy. Jerry, you're on KROQ. Good morning. Welcome to Klein Alley Show. What's up?
Hey, good morning, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs. What did you do while sleeping?
Kind of similar situation where I woke up just in the kitchen and realized I was just grubbing leftover pizza, wings, ranch. And just woke up just covered in like barbecue sauce from the wings.
I mean, good way to wake up.
Well, you can't hear it in your voice or anything.
Yeah, don't sound like a guy that would do all those things. You know, it's interesting because the woman we just talked to ate a raw egg. She didn't have any concept of putting together a meal of any sort.
I bet she ate the shell too.
But this guy actually he was sleeping, but he still had the wherewithal to be like, I need ranch to dip.
Yes.
Like it is kind of.
I wonder if he heated it up or if he just like ate it out of the fridge, you know? Like, do you prepare it?
Jerry, was that a cold grub of the wings, or was there a preparation?
Cold. Yeah, just cold, straight out of the fridge, dip it in the ranch, whole 9 yards.
Let's say hi to Lily on KROQ. Good morning, Lily. What did you do while sleeping? That is the question. After a girl was discovered in the woods, she left her house, left her bed, walked in the woods, fell asleep, was discovered by thermal drones. Happy ending to that story. These stories, the ending's not nearly as happy. The woman just urinated in her vegetable crisper. I can only imagine what you've done. Hi.
Hi, Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs.
Hey, so I actually went to Electric Daisy Carnival, EDC, and I actually fell asleep at the event. I was so tired from partying all night that I was like, you know what, I really need to take a nap, and just kind of took a nap at the middle of the carnival.
See, that's an interesting one because that's reverse, where you're somewhere where you shouldn't be sleeping, but you end up falling. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Everyone argues that the generation that they grew up in is the best generation because it's their generation. You got to have pride for your own gen, even if you think your gen is not, quote, the greatest generation, which was stolen so early. It seems unfair that I think the greatest generation, those are all the really old people now, right? Didn't they coin the greatest generation?
Did they?
Like the pre-baby boomers? I always feel like that's like...
I thought that was like the World War II people.
Yeah, they're like, we're the greatest generation. You steal that so early. What hope do the rest of us have?
Well, I think back then you could just say that stuff.
Yeah,
now I don't know who determines what the generation names are. I guess the same people that determine hurricane names.
Probably. And if you identify as Gen X or Gen Z or Millennial or Zennial, there are so many different categories, and there's always a reason why your generation did the best things for society and why the generation after you is usually screwed. And then there's all this generation on generation bashing. Well, we cut through all of it right now as we have representatives on the phone representing. This week we're doing a Gen Z millennial battle because that seems to be, even though there's a lot of Gen X versus Gen Z, there's still some Gen X versus millennial that happens. This one seems to be the real tricky part. Johnny has a lot of hate for millennials.
Well, I think Gen Z likes to make fun of millennials because we grew up without internet, but also are still living in a digital age. So it's like the millennial pause. Have you heard of the millennial pause?
No.
See, that's the kind of stuff we hate millennials for. Y'all be making up some weird stuff, and it's so one-sided. It's like nobody cares about that.
Johnny and I were having an argument off the air about what things he takes credit for in his generation, and one of the ones he said Gen Z gets credit for is Pilates. And I said, Johnny, I think Pilates has been around since the greatest.
Only hot girls are doing it right now. All the young hot girls are doing Pilates. They're not in the gyms.
I'm doing Pilates.
There you go.
All right. Well, Gen Z is called Gen Z because they're the first generation. They're digital natives. They're the first generation to grow up with the internet, and that would be between the late 90s and early 2010s as far as year that you were born. And millennials are defined as people to be born between 1981 and 1996.
So let me say hi to the Gen Z representative on the phone right now, who is... when were you born? What year were you born in, Eliza?
98. I'm 26.
All right, she's 26. Proud Gen Zer, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you have the entire hopes and dreams of a generation on your shoulders right now. So I hope you take this seriously. You'll be battling a millennial. His name is Matthew. He's listening to the show right now. Matthew, what year were you born in?
1989.
All right, we got a 1989 35-year-old battling a 1998 26-year-old. The questions, as always, you will have a chance to answer the questions that should be given to the other generation, and then they will have a chance to steal if you cannot answer correctly. So, for instance, Matthew, you will be given questions that will be easy for Eliza to answer, being a Gen Zer. She will be given questions that should be easy for you to answer as a millennial. You get a chance to answer them. If you're wrong, the other person can steal. Allie will keep track, and at the end, we'll determine which generation reigns supreme this week. All right, here we go. First generation to go, the generation that goes first is the generation that was born first, and that puts us in Matthew, the millennial. Matthew.
Yes.
Your first question. If someone is posting something using the hashtag OOTD, what are they posting? Matthew.
OOTD. OOTD.
Matthew.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No answer?
I'm joking.
All right, that is millennial. A chance to steal the question back that she should get. Let's say hi to Eliza for a Generation Z. What would they be posting if they were to use the hashtag OOTD?
OOTD, outfit of the day.
That is correct.
Come on, Matthew.
Popularized by Gen Z. Gen Z gets a point. We now go to Gen Z for their question, which is something that millennials would know, but they would not. Eliza, who was everybody's first friend on MySpace?
I do know this. I know this. Tom?
Tom
Eliza.
is correct.
Atta girl, baby.
Eliza, how did you say you knew this? Were you going to say, my grandfather was friends with him? How did you...
My older brother. He's in his 30s.
Got it. See, that's the unfair advantage. All right. So now we have Gen Z goes up 2. Matthew, the question now goes back to you. Generation Wars. Matthew, representing millennials, and they need some help here.
Yeah, I need to step it up.
Matthew, use bussin' in a sentence.
Busted?
Bussin'.
Oh, man.
I was walking to the store the other day. I was bussing.
Oh, no.
Trash.
No.
Sorry, we cannot accept that. For the steal, Eliza, representing Gen Z, use bussin' in a sentence.
This hamburger's bussin'.
That is correct. I would accept that. That's a tasty burger right there. All right. Well, this is not good. She's gotten so far all of her questions correct and all of your questions correct. Eliza, you're up on the clock. Up 3-0 right now.
Matthew thinks that when you're on the bus, you're like, I'm bussing.
I'm bussing. I am bussing to school.
Ooh, I'd be bussing.
Eliza, here
They're like,
we go.
I'm going to stab you.
Eliza, what music sharing program had a mascot of a cat wearing headphones?
Justin Timberlake played the guy in the Social Network that made this thing. Oh my God.
Need an answer.
Napster?
Napster is correct.
Oh my God, Eliza.
Wow. Eliza representing Gen Z. Johnny's so excited. He's standing up in the other room. She's up 4 now. I don't think there's a comeback in your future, unfortunately, for millennials, but let's find out. Matthew, here's your next question. What is Delulu short for? What is Delulu short for?
The Lululemons?
Oh my God.
The Lululemons.
Trash, bro.
Christ. Eliza, you want to steal this one back?
Yeah, I mean, delusional that thinks millennials are better than
That's correct.
Having
That
a
is
mentee
correct.
bee.
All right, so this is not good for millennials, by the way. This is going to be the biggest slaughtering that's ever happened in Generation
clean
Wars.
sweep.
Clean sweep, and there's only one question left. This
323 said, "Stop dicking around, Matt."
Yeah, Matt, really, the hopes and dreams of millennials are hanging on you, and you are disappointed.
All these acronyms. I'm sorry.
All right, Eliza,
Ridiculous.
here we go.
It's ridiculous.
Let's see if we can trip her up.
He's trying to get off my lawn approach.
Eliza, what store had topless men standing outside of it to try to sell some overpriced jeans and T-shirts?
Oh, I can smell the store. What am I? Yes. Oh, it's not Abercrombie. It was Hollister.
Wow. I mean, she's right.
Technically, I would have accepted Abercrombie, but Hollister did that move as well.
They were like, we have even hotter guys.
Both acceptable. Yeah. All right, she gets the point again, and now it doesn't even really matter at this point, Matthew, but let me just try to get you on the board at the very least. Matthew,
Yes.
What is Zyn? What is Zyn?
A little tobacco pouch.
All right,
You put it in your
finally.
mouth.
That's the one thing we want.
A nice red.
Tobacco. Something you'd enjoy with, nice risotto.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations. Well, at the end of all of this, it doesn't matter because Gen Z smoked millennials. And Eliza, congratulations.
Congrats.
As a result, not only do you get bragging rights for your generation,
You get bragging rights for ours, too.
you can also get some tickets to go see John Mulaney telling jokes at Yamava with $50 to play the slots, all right?
Great, thanks.
And I bet you know who Lola Young is, too, don't you?
Who?
Here's your answer right here. Lola Young. This is messy. Check it out. It's all over the socials right now. I'm sure you've heard the song. Congratulations. Next week, will your generation win? Let's find out. Gen Z will be back to defend themselves. This time they'll be going up against Gen X. That'll be next week on KROQ. to you to talk about the big game, and we've been putting on some prop bet action all week. So we got one more prop bet. There's an actual bet you could put money on over the this weekend if you want to actually make money. We will lock down what we believe will be the color of the Gatorade that is dumped on the winning coach.
This is my least favorite bet.
Why? It's the bet with the most potential profit, and it's something that...
yeah, but it's like the biggest gamble.
You don't. It's not at all, because if you've studied all the types of Gatorade that these teams drink throughout the season, then you should already know what...
Why would I study the flavors of Gatorade that everyone drinks throughout the season?
Because you're pathetic,
oh.
Or because you
yes,
like making money and you study up. And let's get into it. It's time for Klein's Lines, brought to you by Prize Picks. Run your game.
It's time for Klein's Lines.
All right, it's the final one now. And by the way, this season, unfortunately, Vanessa, there's nothing you can do to beat me. It's a runaway. So we tried again. You don't know a lot about football. And at the end of this whole thing, I mean, it will determine what happens over the weekend, because I think you did pick the Eagles to win, right?
Yeah. Do I still get coffee, though?
I think you should just get some coffee. Buy her some coffee.
I'll still buy you a coffee.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's all she wanted as her grand prize.
That was right. She said she could have anything at all in the world. She goes, a coffee. So anyway, you'll still get a coffee at the very least.
That just was all for nothing.
Grande, nothing bigger. All right, here we go. Allie, there's actual odds. You can go ahead, win real money. And you know the colors: orange, purple, blue, red, purple. There's I've got the odds here, but what do you believe will be the color of the winning Gatorade poured? Sometimes water is an option too.
I think they've done orange in the past, have they not?
Well, you're going to talk about the Chiefs historically with the Chiefs?
Yeah.
They have done orange in the past.
They have done orange.
Yeah, I've got my own theory about red. In general, is that red doesn't look great in poster form because it looks almost blood-like. It looks like the person just went on a murderous rampage, but it doesn't mean they haven't done it before. So
yeah,
but I'm not going to tell you my theory because I'm going to lock in my bet, and we'll hear yours as well.
I think I'm going to go with orange because I think they're just going to do the same thing, like it's a superstitious thing. Like when we won the Super Bowl, we had orange Gatorade, so let's just do that again.
All right.
And I would imagine that it's been established as a favorite of the team. So if it's their favorite, they got to stick with their favorite.
Orange is the most common choice. It is the public favorite. It's plus 250, which means you could still make $250 if you were to bet $100 on orange. If it is orange and you put $100 on it, you get paid $250.
That's good.
But that's what the general public thinks. It's not your big payday. Jake the Nerd.
I like purple.
We know you like purple. Purple last hit in the year 2023, in case you were keeping track, and that is a plus 700. I agree that purple, and I believe that year I called it, and the year before when the Rams won and it was blue, I think I called that as well. So I think purple is a delicious flavor of Gatorade. Doesn't get the same glory as some of the classics, but I think the players like the purple. I love the purple. That's my go-to as well.
Really?
If I'm picking my flavor, if I'm on a golf course picking up some Gatorade at the turn, they got purple, I'm taking purple every time.
So no yellow, huh? That's my color.
Yellow's classic. That would be my...
that's the most refreshing one.
It's all I drank when I was getting ready for my big colonoscopy. A lot of yellow Gatorade. Threw a bunch of it down. All right, Jake's in on Jake, by the way, that's plus 700, which means $100 gets you $700. So Omar Khan, what will be the color of Gatorade dumped on the winning coach?
I'm going to go with green.
You're saying the yellow-green color. There's always the argument over is it yellow or is it green?
It's green.
Okay.
There's no yellow.
There is the argument.
I thought it was yellow.
It's a yellowish green. And
yeah, because Philly's going to win, and then they're going to pour the green on the green.
See, that is interesting, because I do agree that the reason I think that color is an interesting color choice, and what I was leaning towards as well, is because that is if you look at that color as yellow, it goes with the Chiefs. If you look at that color as green, it goes with the Eagles.
It's like a blue dress, orange dress,
yes,
whatever.
Exactly. Well
You've
said.
done so much research on this.
So I do like Omar's pick at plus 400. Also love the payday on that. And I do think it's a great flavor. I think it's a universally loved flavor. All right, I think that's it. Vanessa, what do you say?
I wanted to say yellow, but I actually think there's a yellow and green flavor. There's two separate. I know your theory, but I think yellow. Not the one that looks like green, just yellow.
That's not even a choice here, so whatever you're saying.
It's a choice! It's my choice!
Water or clear is plus 900. And red, which I said is rarely used. They looked at all the stats. It's rarely used. It's plus 500. And also, everyone's all stained up with the red. Everyone looks like they got their period all over the place.
Hot.
All right, so I'm going to lock in with Omar on this one. And I'm going to go with
We're going to go with
yellow-green at the plus 400 number.
Well, what else happens is that if I don't see, like, if the Chiefs win, I'm going to want to turn off the television, and I'm not going to want to see the Gatorade thing at all.
So
and then I'm not really going to even know what the color was.
All right, well, that'll do it for us today on our gambling. We got one more song to give you. Then we'll get you the weekend song, officially get you into your weekend. And takeaways from today's show. Covered a lot of ground. A lot. What is the one thing you will take with you into the world? Your life lesson that you learned today on the show. Get them to us on the text line, 800-520-1067. We'll do that next, KROQ. All right, that'll do it for us. Nicole Alvarez will be in here in just a moment. 40 minutes nonstop KROQ in your future, and your final chances to get on that standby boarding list so you can go see the Lumineers in Dublin, Ireland, plus right here at KROQ. You'll have chances to win every hour. Then Monday morning, we will give you another announcement. What will be the next band? What will be the next destination? And also, Allie's reading the takeaways, and some of them are very funny today. Also, we will go ahead and announce the winner for this trip. So Monday morning, if you get a random call from us when you're all hungover from the Super Bowl, fear not. We will give you the good news that you're going to Ireland to see the Lumineers. All right, takeaways from today's show, Allie. Go ahead and pick your favorites. There's no shortage there.
818, my takeaway is just because you see a mat on a table doesn't mean you should crap on it.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, so I learned that lesson.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that.
It was all water anyway.
626, my takeaway is Jay Hertz is going to put the hurt
That's right.
on Kansas City handkerchiefs.
Right.
That's right. Omar said that. Sports analyst Omar Khan.
626, my takeaway is Viacom is going out of business.
Poor Viacom.
818, my takeaway is Carrie Mulligan does not have an Oscar.
You want to hear that clip again,
No,
Allie?
I do not.
Let's play it.
909, my takeaway is Allie thinks it's cool for family-owned cafes to shut down.
Ants Cafe.
818.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
818, my takeaway is congrats to the NFL's MVP Joey McIntyre.
Yeah.
And 818, my takeaway is Allie's going to watch Luca the Donkey Guy this weekend.
By the way, you're not going to, because even though you won tickets to the Lakers tomorrow, the text line overwhelmingly said Luca's not supposed to actually get the start until Monday's game.
Can I tell you, I would not have even known if he was there or not.
Allie's going to be going to the Lakers game for the final game without Luca.
The least important game.
Right.
310, my takeaway is I'd be bussing on the Metro.
I'd be bussing on the Metro. Got to. That's the only way to bus. Real letdown. So many millennials are super angry. Well, next time we do Generation Wars, call. Represent your generation.
Yeah.
What's your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
That steak had good moss, man.
Steak had good moss. Jake picked it. Hey, that's all that matters. Jake could have eaten from either plate, and the plate he picked
Was the Chiefs plate.
was the Chiefs plate. That's all you need to know. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is possibly on Sunday there will be a tree-peat.
Oh, boy. Tree Pete is not yet registered. Go copyright that quickly.
I
if you
will.
Got it. Omar, you got a takeaway?
Yeah, go Sam Barkley.
Sam Barkley. Fast runner, that guy. All right, we'll do it next week. We'll try to do it better. Can't wait to join you on Monday morning when we have more announcements. I can't believe we have to work on Monday. Really should be a day off.
And we have like a big sales meeting
Oh, my God.
that we have to get ready
Just
for.
terrible. All right, on that uplifting note, thank you for everyone who reached out to check on me this week. Greatly appreciate you. Let's get into your weekend song now. Here you go. Have a great weekend. Do it next week. Hold on. I messed this up.
Tree-peat.
Hold on. Here it is. And now your weekend song.
You know this song, sing along.
Hungry dogs run fast. Man, I am horny now.
Holy moly.
It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. It's Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
Yay, winners.
Dump it in my trash mouth. You gotta get Bojangles.
Just hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go. Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Go.
And see you on the other side. All right, bye.
Marcus, you have a couple
God damn it.
Grammys under your belt. Your beautiful wife, Carrie Mulligan,
I was
also
having
has
a
an
great
Oscar.
time.
Do you
She doesn't yet, actually.
Oh, that she hasn't gotten it
It's
yet?
a source of real contention, actually.
Thanks for bringing that
Huge
up, Allie.
disappointment to me.
I thought she won an Oscar last year.
No, she's been nominated 3 times.
Klein Alley Show. The world famous Klein Alley Show. KROQ. KROQ.
Smiling next to Oprah and the Queen.
Oh, what song is that?
But every time I close my eyes,
Bruno Mars.
and see my neon shining lights.
What's the name of the song? Isn't it?
Yeah. Living city every night. Oh, I swear. Well, better prepare. But when I'm a billionaire, I could have a show.
You see Nick, it's a solo Nick Hexum.
I have the desk all the way up, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Let me lower
Nick
it.
Hexum doing that? Think about it.
I could, yeah. I could see him doing it. Does it make sense?
I want
don't
to
know. I
talk
don't know
to
if
you,
he's a
but
pop guy.
talk
That's
to
the whole
them.
thing. He
He probably could.
2 years ago he covered Billie Eilish. Ocean
I don't know if you could
Oh,
hear it,
really?
Nicole and Johnny
Oh,
having a
snap.
side combo.
Ask them what songs they want to hear. Be like, chat,
What
what song
song
do
do
you
you
want to
want
hear?
to hear?
Ask them if they know who. No, never mind.
Hey, chat, what song do you want to hear Vanessa and I cover right now? I'll play and Vanessa and I will sing.
I see something Trevi McCoy, Kumbaya.
Kumbaya? What the fuck is Kumbaya?
Ask them if they know 311 and what song they want to cover.
Do you know 311 and what song would you want them to cover?
This guitar's broken. Oh, shit.
Waiting for your answers. Amber, Minnesota Little Yachty. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Call like
They're
Minnesota.
not giving real answers.
Call like Minnesota. Call like
Prisoner,
Minnesota.
Rebecca Black Friday.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta
Not
feel
being
fresh.
helpful.
Gotta get it fresh.
We need
It's
real answers,
Friday,
guys.
Friday.
If 311 were to cover a song, what
Listen.
song would you want to hear? Real answers only.
Real answers. Anybody want to hear Los Tigres del Norte? La Chona? I can play La Chona.
I love La Chona.
Look it.
Play it.
Let's see.
You gotta go to the camera. No, get lower.
How did it go again? My band used to cover La Chona all the time. Let me see.
I love. I've been. Sorry, girl. Leave no real answers.
Anyways, how are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Welcome. It is me, CEO Johnny, and the lovely Janet Jackson. Can we just take a minute to look at the fit really quick? Shotty came stussied up. Nice cheetah print long sleeve, okay.
Well, I was wearing this jacket.
Her.
It used to be
Put
really
it on,
hot
put it on,
in
put
this
it on.
office, but now it's like regular temperature.
Give him a little fit check. Hold on.
This is what I wear today.
Sis came and
It
ate.
was really cold in this office before,
Look at that.
not anymore.
Left no crumbs.
No crumbs.
Look at that. Left no crumbs. Purr. Show him the hat. Show him the hat. What you got on the hat?
She looks comfortable as hell.
All right.
Like I would take a nap.
She got that little military green going on, like she about to go
It's my
paintball.
favorite color.
Okay.
I love green.
And you got down to the green Vans. Okay. Shit. She knows what she doing. Look at that. Show him the shoes. Yeah.
Little snaps.
Kids size
Are they
3.
big? No, they're actually big on me, and they're a size 5.
Size 5 little kids feet. You want to see how big my shoes are right here? Look at that. Can't even fit in the
Ooh,
frame,
we don't
bro.
like big feet.
You like big feet? Look at
No,
that.
no one likes big feet.
No one likes big feet. Anyways, how are you guys doing? What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Does anybody give a shit about the Super Bowl or no?
Nah, who cares? Let's watch some basketball.
If you guys want something else to do on Super Bowl Sunday, you should come to San Bernardino Airport with me and get free lift tickets to KROQ Storms Bear Mountain on February 22nd. Yes, and you could also be enrolled to win a flyaway trip and see the Linda Lindas who are playing at
Oh,
Storms Bear Mountain.
snaps. The Linda Lindas are so cool.
So it's a lot going on. Have a lot. We'll be in the terminal. It'll be me and the KROQ Street, and we'll be giving away lots of free stuff. And I think we'll have a couple Soundspace posters too.
Ooh.
And just come out and vibe, and also too win pound Storms Bear Mountain and see the Linda Lindas, which is gonna be super sick. Like, dude, now we're getting a real band at Bear Mountain. So more bang for your buck, dude. Come on down. Would love to see you.
More bang for your buck.
Biggest Bear Mountain band? The Offspring.
The
Offspring. I don't know, but that was just last
No,
year.
the Offspring was like the biggest turnout we've had, and Dirty Heads was pretty big too.
All right,
Did
guys.
you say Offspring? La 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 la. Okay, anyway.
Have you seen Bill Belichick's girlfriend?
Bill Belichick? Hey, drop a blue heart if y'all fucking with Bill Belichick's new baddie girlfriend. She is bad, bro. Yes, she's like 40 years younger than him.
Oh.
But you know what? All these old NFL coach
weird.
guys have got the younger girls. But hey.
It's weird.
Respect. Love is love.
Is it love?
Is it love?
Is it love
Is
or
it
is
love?
it money?
I wouldn't want.
Is it love? I don't know.
You know, I hope it's love.
Who are we to
I
judge?
hope it's love.
Who are we to judge? We just simply talk about it and acknowledge it. But you know what? Hey, oh, look at all the blue hearts coming in.
What's the blue hearts for?
Blue hearts for Bill Belichick's new baddie wife because she's beautiful.
Snappies.
Anyways, guys,
Have
next
a great
week is going to be a great weekend. We're going to love to have you guys join us.
Wait, if you're a single and you want to be,
If you're an ugly loser that wants to get hooked up with somebody on the radio,
no.
DM us.
If you're a single and you want to be spotlighted this week on our single-thon, if you want to be one of our singles that we spotlight, please hit me up on the DMs and be like, Vanessa, I want to be one of the singles that you spotlight this week for Valentine's Day week. It's a whole week of love, okay? It should just be a whole month of
Vanessa,
love.
shut the
I don't
fuck
know what
up.
I'm saying.
Shut the
but
fuck
if
up.
you want to be sponsored, not sponsored, what's it called? Spotlighted. Send me photos of yourself.
I don't care. I don't care.
And
I don't care. I don't care.
And tell me how long
care,
you've been single
care,
for.
So
Thank you. I love
I
it.
don't mind.
Bye, guys.
Anyways, what song do you guys want to hear? You guys want to hear a Rip Nasty song?
HR.
Look it. All right, here's Blink-182's
No
Damn
more.
It. Ready?
Bye. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take it away, Justin.
It's alright to tell me you take. Don't listen to her. I'm playing my song.
Justin, take it away.
Argue. Hold it. Love it. Enough and reason. Happy
No,
once
we're done.
again.